Radiant's turn to pick.
Actually, I want to say one of the teams that really likes playing. They like. Right. That's the big thing, is that when you're playing versus these silencers, just like when we used to see versus the warlocks, we used to see teams always have like I don't know, something to find that hero in the backlines, like a clockwork with the rockets or something like that, to find that silencer in the backline. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Secret maybe do something like that. Maybe they go for like a Zeus. Who knows? I know Yapso really likes it, and it finds exactly where the silencer is located. So TNC goes for the opener that we saw earlier, actually.
And
Legion Commander Silencer.
And then pretty much, as we were saying earlier, if you silence a bat, you get silence a Legion. It's pretty much the next best thing.
And it's super good versus bat, because now Legion, great versus bat. You can move the lasso, you can move all the stickies. And Silencer, super good versus bat as well. Yep. Not just because of the arcane curse with the sticky napalm interaction, where you keep refreshing it on yourself over and over again, but Bat Rider makes a jump. If he doesn't grab the Silencer, he globals, his team's able to counter-initiate.
Yeah, I mean, with the opening of this draft, it's like Secret, they've shown the paper, and TNC, they've shown the scissors. You know, you've got to say these two heroes together, you're happy with that opening. We'll see which way Secret want to go, though. They pick up the Elder Titan. Interesting one, not one that we've seen too much in our games. Definitely one that has been picked, but it's been touched about with some of the teams in 7 so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've seen it a bit, but in the first two, I gotta go glance around. I gotta see if I've seen that at all. I don't think I've seen it in the first two.
I think was it Secret that I think Secret might have played it. Or yesterday.
5 seconds remaining.
There definitely has been played here. So I'm pretty sure.
I know I've seen the Elder Titan, because I saw one at least in the offlane, I believe. I think Infamous ran one in the offlane. I think did we get to do that one? No, we didn't get to cast that one. But King Tekka definitely played it in one game, and I'm pretty sure I saw another. But opening it up in the first two is definitely different.
We'll see where that goes. I mean,
I'm wondering if maybe because of all like the other fours that are kind of banned out, and since Clockwork has been looking actually pretty poorly at this tournament. He has like a 30% win rate or so. Maybe this could be Yapsor's hero, and they're trying to do this kind of dual pressure lane with the Bat Rider to force him to get experience. We used to see like Bat Rider Sand King, Bat Rider Nyx, etc. Could be a possibility. The Sand King was still in the pool, but they didn't look at it. Not too sure. I guess we'll see what game plan Secret really would like to do with it.
We'll see where they go with this third ban Secret.
Remaining.
To
to
somehow, make sure that there's not going to be that lack of control which TNC can provide, and get rid of that Weaver. It's going to be very elusive, hard to catch as well for these two, especially with the fact that there's this silencer in the game.
Yeah, I think every time you open with Bat, I think you have to 3rd/4 ban the Weaver. It's just too damn good versus it in the game. Like, laning phase is too good. In the midst of the game, it's too good. Like you get your Lincolns, you're way too elusive for the Bat Rider to gank. It's just too good of a matchup.
Remaining.
Cells need to target those that may work well with the Elder Titan. Still yet to see really what the main benefit is going to be at this early reveal of the Elder Titan pick from Secret's draft. DK is actually going to be the ban. This is a bit of an interesting one. Doesn't necessarily strike me as one that they normally put mid one on most, but he does see a very strong pusher.
He likes the hero, but yeah, it's a bit different to see them banning out just those early kind of tempo 5-man heroes, the Necro and the Dragon Knight. These heroes that kind of just unite your team and allow you to kind of deathball in a way. Very interesting to see them ban both out.
Secret. See what they take out. It's going to be the Storm Spirit. So again, I mean, Storm, Weaver, Darkseer, all really heroes that we can say fall into that category of ones that you don't really want to be playing a bat against, because they will be building to avoid your Blink Lassos. And
the Storm, Storm with Silencer, you can start the fight. You just zip in, Silencer goes off, and pretty much kill anybody and start the fight 4v5.
I think definitely though to look at the Elder Titan pick, you maybe say that the Yapsor Zeus is an opportunity now because of the aura. Works very nice with the Zeus pick. Certainly complements it. So that could be the plan with the Elder Titan. Just going sort of down that spammability route with that high magical output.
We get a Kunkka. We have not gotten to see a Kunkka. Oh no, we got to see one
yesterday.
We got to see one from Empire.
They did Kunkka Shadow Demon.
Yes,
yesterday.
that's right. This hero has been owning. Last time I checked, this was of course before the two series that happened earlier. The series that happened earlier. This hero had I think it was 10 games, 90% win rate, or 85% win rate, something along those lines. But it's mostly been LGD who's been playing it, who has been dominating the group stages. Incredibly good hero though, with the amount of catch that you can do. With the X, it's just such chasing potential, gives you great team fight.
Another great way to react to the bat as well. You know, he blinks in, suddenly he's not going to be able to drag that target away. You can rip him straight back towards you after forcing out.
Yep.
So, very nice in that respect. And yeah, just the range of the Torrent as well. Being able to catch that Elder Titan like mid-stomp. You know, if he's in vision, it's going to be very hard for the Elder Titan to get that sleep out.
Yeah, and if you can, like, if you see the Bat Rider lasso coming in and you're in a good position, you can just throw the ROM.
Yeah.
And you can just save your teammate from that as well. That damage reduction can be very useful versus this.
Let's see what Secret's answer are and what they want to do with this Elder Titan. It's going to be the Invoker.
Invoker already, without
Definitely.
seeing it, the opposing mid laner.
I think you could definitely afford to do that though, this hero, especially being, you know, mid-1 on it. It's
Okay,
incredibly strong.
He's got set up from the Bat Rider as well.
You've got that disruption to sort of break up any sort of dual attempt from Legion. You can turn it around with the Sunstrike. TNC there, they're quick with a pick and response.
That's, yeah,
It's going to be the PL.
I was expecting TA or PL there from TNC,
So
just the way that they play.
So you're taking that to the mid lane to get that favorable matchup.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, well, actually, not definitely.
No?
But likely.
It could be likely.
More than likely.
I mean, that silencer now as well, is that looking more to be the support duo with the Conqueror?
Yeah.
You don't think it's going to be a core
No,
silencer?
not this time around.
5 seconds remaining.
I think they usually almost exclusively run it as support on TNC.
They're not one to do it safe
Here's the
lane.
Radiant Band. Lone Druid.
At least in the past when I've seen it.
The Lone Druid pickup, so that will be MP on the safe lane Lone Druid.
So they're gonna have like him kind of be left. They want to have a hero that can be left alone a bit.
And I guess
Make
one
moves
that
around.
could do what fairly well in a 1v1 matchup, say if they find it against them.
Yep.
Yeah.
5
Gives them like
seconds
sieging now. They
remaining.
have very good objective taking on the side of Secret. Once like the bear gets online, they have the alacrity plus the bear for sieging can be super threatening. Their team fight though it's okay. Just like they do take some time to get online for Secret still so far. They don't really have like that big kind of ultimate that brings them together like a boat, like a Silence of Global.
Yeah.
It's just a Bat Rider lasso. The other heroes, it's just like they need time to get online. Lone Druid takes quite a while. Either goes for the Radiance build or the range build that I think we saw TZ use yesterday. And Invoker, of course, you need Midas, you need Aghanims to be that big thing. So looking a little bit, I would say a little greedy for Secret at the moment.
I mean, I guess
comparison.
this final pick we're expected to be Yapsor's hero. Imagine Puppy will be the one to play the Elder Titan, won't he? So they're,
Yeah,
by
more
the
than
looks of
likely.
it, saving Yapsor here for this final selection, and maybe this is going to be that
5
playmaker that
seconds
you say
remaining.
they sort of require, that sort of team fight presence. You know, Yapsor definitely has a few heroes up his sleeves where he can pull that out with.
We did mention the Zeus. It doesn't look great with their lineup overall, but it's great for PL and Silencer.
Okay,
Oh.
this is going to be Yapsor on the Elder Titan. Puppy
Is that the
CM?
first? Is that the first CM of the tournament?
It could be unless,
it might be one of the
we
first
missed
CMs.
one today.
Yeah.
Because definitely yesterday there was no CM picks, so you're right. It could certainly be the first one, and if no one else has picked it so far on day 2. But yeah, the CM, Puppy CM coming through. Absolutely play the Elder Titan.
According to DOTA buff, according to what I just checked, there has been no Crystal Maiden split
Alright,
still. So that
new
I think that
hero.
might be the first CM of the tournament, which is absolutely ridiculous because this was like the most picked hero at Kiev Major and
Yeah.
afterwards for quite a while.
I mean, no surprise really that the team to pick it is Secret.
Do you see how
Definitely something
tiny-
that Puppy's always loved.
Look how tiny Crystal Maiden looks.
I mean, she is only tiny.
Is she really that small?
Yeah, she's only
Really?
she's only 6 years old.
She looks really tiny in comparison to like, look at this Elder Titan and Invoker, they're massive in comparison. Look at Kunkka in comparison to CM. Kunkka's 3 times the size of her. So now they at least have like the duo kind of combo. That hero brings them together a lot, but
Oh, the TNC
TNC
Tinker.
special. So now, like we said,
Oh,
we
the-
didn't know for sure if the PL was mid. Now it's going to be the
Oh.
Tinker mid, PL safe lane, and Tinker versus
Yeah,
Invoker is a
okay.
very hard matchup versus Invoker.
And the obnoxiousness at the Kunkka Tinker combo. late
Yes.
Game. It could be nasty. We'll see how Secret can do this game.
I like TNCs.
I've
I
got to
do.
say, I do like TNCs
I like the
as well.
because their first 4 are more aggressive. They can make more plays and just kind of like run at them. The Tinker is like the security blanket with the PL. They're like, all right, we can take it to the late game. We win. We're good in the lanes and we're good in the aggression. So I do like that. We'll see if Secret's able to pull it away with the mid one Invoker.
TNC versus Secret, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of this 2-game series. Drafts are in.
10
See
seconds.
plays out. Just waiting for Yapsor to pick up his Elder Titan. Come on,
5 seconds
Grab it on
remaining.
the board. See with some very comfort picks. Same can be said for Secret. You got the Kazu Bat, of course.
I'm wondering if
CM, he lives on that hero.
I'm wondering if they're going to do the old approach that they used to do on Secret, where they start like the aggro tri lane with CM well, with CM +1/+2, like plus, you know, Kezu and YapzOr's heroes, they leave MP alone, which Secret loves to do, and they have Puppey kind of just jungle at the start afterwards, just to make sure that he gets his levels, and then they make their way and just make sure that Kezu has to start, because they don't want him to suffer, because that's the way Secret plays. They play a lot around Kezu having his farm, having his items. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them try that kind of aggro.
Getting ourselves in. Let's see what the lanes are, see what they do. Start. Juggernaut mask on that one.
Pretty sick looking one. I have to say, I always loved watching Cuckoo and Raven. These two guys, always on TNC, have been outstanding like performers. They always end up having like 25 kills, 24 kills, like 1 death or something. So I always keep eyes on them. But not only just them, don't want to sleep on the supports. Tims. This guy is always a beast whenever he plays like his Earth Spirit or whatever roaming hero he does. So eyes on him and YapzOr to be making the plays around the map for their teams.
Tims, bit of a wallop there from YapzOr. And I mean, which lane do you feel is going to suffer the most? Who's going to have the hardest time in this opening? The lanes looking to be pretty much as expected, but the safe lane, tri lanes coming out.
Depends on how they start. I think they are going to start the tri-lane aggressive. That's what I would imagine.
Oh, you think they will?
It's a very secret thing to do.
Ah, yeah, they're switching it on now.
Yeah. This is like that's their bread and butter usually. So we'll see if they do want to do that one. I would say probably mid one if they don't actually help him, because Tinker versus Invoker is a pretty hard matchup for the Invoker. Mid one is one of the more comfortable ones on it though, so we'll see how he's able to do. Massive amount of pings coming out. Secret seems to want to try to de-ward lane ward that TNC places, but TNC this game did not prioritize it. They prioritized putting the mid ward, and they prioritized putting the ward kind of watching where the Crystal Maiden's movements would be through the jungle.
See any bounty runes being stolen? Each and side grabs the couple.
The double, look at the 3-man block in mid lane right now by Secret. They really want to make sure that mid one gets the perfect block for that mid lane.
I mean, at this rate, it's certainly going to be the better block, so he should have that high ground control as the waves meet.
So Sam H right away top lane. I think he's recognizing he's going to be versus a solo lane, and he's going to pull the creep wave. That could be really nice if he's able to meet it with his creep wave in the middle of those 2 towers. So they're just, okay, so they're actually just going to leave Kezu to start bottom alone. Puppey's just going to straight up start jungle, and they're going to do the dual lane mid just to make sure that mid one can actually get some farm. YapzOr eating some heavy harassment though with the torrent.
Yeah. Tim's on point there with that, holding back the Elder Titan.
Demised.
Both teams requiring this secondary support in that mid lane.
Sam H was able to meet the creep wave in between his 2 towers, so he's able to deny majority of that wave, but MP also did the same thing with his wave, so top lane should be pretty much farm versus farm until Lone Druid gets level 5, where he can start putting a bit more pressure. Kezu though during this, he knows he's versus a dual lane because Kunkka's forced middle to try to help the Tinker a bit. So Kezu should get a good chunk of experience and blast hits down here. It's going to be very nice for him.
Again, the Vanditaur going to make another bit of an attempt on to mid one.
Oh, they've got Laser Rocket.
Bring him down, and that's going to be your first blood. This mid lane looking pretty scary indeed. I mean, you said
we were saying, man,
it's never going to be nice for the Invoker. And
it's the Tinker versus Invoker kind of matchup. You're significantly kind of squishier than the Tinker as an Invoker, just because of the burst that Tinker has and the skill build that you can go, which we'll probably see him get like 2 laser, 2 rocket, and then he'll hold skill points or something along those lines.
Certainly has to be careful with that. Tim's Kunkka hanging around. Tim's now making the move back over, and we'll get eyes on Kezu in the jungle. Start to play around with him a little bit. Does have 40-37 herding across as well. Lands the curse out, forces the Firefly out, and Kezu has to back off. So it's creating mass amounts of space for the safe lane PL.
Puppey in the meanwhile just still continuing to jungle. Finds himself an Arcane Rune on Crystal Maiden, probably the best rune to jungle, of course. So it's only like 81 for your Frostbite rather than that 150 or 140 that it is. Bear top almost actually gets brought down by Sam H, getting very aggressive.
Sam H diving right in deep for it. CS on this top lane, 10 for 5 at the moment on MP. A slight lead, but I'm saying a lot's being found by this offlane Legion.
Yeah,
they're keeping up the farm. Sam H he's loving life up there. He doesn't mind it at all.
He should be able to. Yeah, he should be able to farm well. It's until that level 5 comes out where it's actually threatened. He still has to be like a little bit concerned of just standing there because you just eat the double right clicks pretty much two heroes. That's what Lone is. Midwin though still, he's doing fine, you know, with the CS at least. He's 12 and 6 to the 12 and 6 Tinker, so that help he's gotten from the Elder Titan and being able to use that Forge Spirit is doing well for him. But now the Torrent comes out, they've got level 2.
Again, another connection. It'll be the Absol play with the stop, trying to hold them back. The X-Mark onto Midwin, dragging him in. Quite gonna have that extra round of burst yet up on Kunku's Tinker.
Forcing an early ice wall. It's a big heavy committal that Midwin had to do. Almost getting torrented again. He has to be very careful of getting hit by those. Definitely almost in the burst region with the laser rocket.
Very scary midlane indeed.
Kuku's eating a lot of damage.
Very aggressively there, as you say, just knowing that Midwin was close to that threshold, that the nuke damage would be enough. Quite going to be cancelled. Yeah. Should get the full duration out of it. Presence certainly working out in terms of just evening the flow of this mid lane.
Yeah, having that the high ground vision ward as well as the ward inside of the enemy jungle, being able to watch the Kunkka's movements is really helping Midwin control the lane. Know when he can walk up and play a little bit more aggressive.
We'll see when Puppey starts to make some movement towards the lanes. He's level 3 now. On the CM, couple of points of course in the aura to help out the team. Yeah, so trying for the sleep, won't quite find it. Not gonna fight into Kuku there with the cold snap, but there's the X-Mark into Torrent turnaround. Yapzor in trouble. Rocket and Laser are going to be up in a second.
He doesn't have mana for both though.
Oh, I can't quite get in range either way for that Laser. Lucky for Yapzor that he keeps just the distance to get back to safety.
Kezu's feel great in this game though. Level 4, Tranquil Boots finished, getting as much as he absolutely wants in the bottom lane, also contesting the hard camp. He's actually going to be able to get most of it here. Oh, actually TNC gets both of the big creeps there with the Silencer and the PL.
I mean, all in all, in this opening 5 minutes, no one is really being kept that far behind.
No.
Off lane is pretty much on the same level in terms of farm and XP. Mid lane, other than that first blood, it's starting to just even out between the two.
Kuku's a little bit behind on the XP, just very slightly though because of the Kunkkas staying there with him a bit longer. Looks like TNC wants to go for their first smoke rotation with the Silencer and Kunkka. They've got it ready. It is still nighttime, and here we go.
See what they can get with it. Level 3 on 1437.
Should be a pretty easy kill on Midwin if they're able to get the X, and it looks like Tim's is going for the full wraparound just to make sure, since it is that level 1 X.
They do have, obviously, Yapzor with the availability to try and hold back any sort of play with the Spirit and the Stomp. But, of course, if he gets caught out as well, if he's the one to get gone on, things can certainly get a bit trickier. We'll see if they can close the distance. Midwin moving forward. Pulled down a little bit by the Laser. Yapzor still in good position to react this Torrent. It's going to miss here. They try and go in with that one.
Kezu's in the area, too.
Look at that as well. Yapzor hits the 3-man sleep, holding back TNC, and indeed with a rotation from Kezu, they get one. They may even get more out of it as well, as the 3 stacks Napalm build up on 1437. Kezu heading in deep, looking for that Silencer kill. He should get it. He does. He may pay with his life as the tower comes flying through with the hits of Kuku as well. No, he can't quite reach him. Kezu gets out, and indeed Yapzor with these stomps, making sure that Secret have the chance to turn. Oh, Kezu, don't come back in here, so hold it.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he is definitely dead.
Oh, that's so much actually going for the Kunkka there.
He looked like he could have gone out. He just got the bounce rune and ran past the shrine. Maybe he's worried about someone TPing to the shrine.
I think
he was kind of stuck in a bit of a hard place there.
That's massive for Tim to get it there though. Level 4. No. The 3-man stomp from Yapzor, but also not even 3-man stomp. It's the place that Kezu was, like that presence of mind about being in that mid lane to be able to get those 2 kills.
Yeah. All in all, though, obviously because of Kezu's rotation towards the mid, Raven did find a free tier 1 down on the bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Objective taken here for TNC. Still very close in the early days of this game. For 2, 1437 has got an invis rune. Sentry's down in the middle though for Secret. The Silence didn't do too much in terms of surprise there. Top lane, MP trying to start get some pressure done onto this tier 1 lane. Bottom lane, Raven, he's feeling pretty free here. Even with Kezu coming in, there's not really too much Kezu can do in terms of killing the PL on his own. It can certainly cause an issue and try and slow down the farm. They are bringing Yapzor over as well. He gets a good sleep there. There is the chance for the Kezu to close the gap and get on top of these two.
They do see him though, you know. They have that op switch, so they see Puppey and Yapzor walking in. Puppy's he's just still been jungling, huh?
We've
I
not
don't think
seen
he's
him in a
moved
lane.
from it yet.
He's
Just,
not been to a lane yet.
it's about to be level 5, so he's gonna have, maybe if he wants the 2-1-2 build or even the level 3 aura, so goes for the level 3 aura, and maybe he'll just continue jungling. Get the aura online for his team so they can farm better, and maybe he doesn't really have like great lanes to gank. Maybe he can set up for mid with the Invoker, but bottom isn't really a great ganks, top either. But soon we'll see him definitely making motions with Elder Titan since he does have that smoke.
Absolutely. And then you say, with the levels that he's got, he's going to make a good impact on the turn up to
Smart money.
top lane. Tim's, he's got his eyes out. Wants to set up for a dual potential with Sam H, but MP is playing it super safe. I believe, yeah, they've got that direct ward down, so MP knows exactly what's up.
And now they're starting to make, this is where they're like, okay, well, there's a Kunkka top. We can eat, this is the easy rotation for Secret to make CM and Elder Titan make their way up. They should be able to grab at least one of these heroes if they're able to close the distance.
TNC are being smart with their movement. They're already starting to back up. By the looks of it, means that Secret can't quite get the catch. There's going to be some space for Cuckoo in this mid lane, with mid one obviously heading away from the lane, knowing that he himself isn't going to have the support backup that he needs for the rest of his team, looking towards trying to find some action up top.
Yeah.
So this is a free lane for Cuckoo as he obviously races towards those boots of travel, 1300 towards the recipe at the moment.
Interesting, the patience from Secret there. They were like not really trying to make the aggressive plays because they don't really have the damage of those type of like offensive heroes. Like Lone Druid, CM, Elder Titan right now, they don't really, you know, they're not really killing at this point. So they're just trying to secure the Lone Druid's farm. Instead of going for the aggressive, they just watch him and secure him.
Back to mid lane, mid one straight back in as soon as Yapsil's back in the name. Safe now, bottom lane. Kezu trying to make the move onto Raven. Spirit Lance slow, of course, meaning that Kezu can't really go for anything more than just forcing the PL back, but just get him out of the lane, gives Kezu some space to now start working towards the Blink Dagger.
So it will be the double minuses coming out for Secret as expected. The Lone Druid and the Invoker getting it pretty soon. I mean, Lone Druid's got his already. Invoker about 500 gold away. Should be closing in on that one very shortly. Yeah. While Kezu is, did he go for the? Did he actually finish the drums first, or did he? Okay. He has
like
2 pieces,
no. Yeah,
and then he's gonna just go back.
Yeah. I mean, he could still change his mind, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I guess this is the point where maybe it's, you just feel like if you can get that goal for the blink as well, could make all the difference at this stage. Mid lane, trying to move in up to 40-37 with the cold snap. They'll land the sleep. Meteor flying through as well. Quite enough to tick down the silencer. 40-37 will survive. And the same team as tier 1. Top lane, Tim's trying to make a bit of a go, but MP's up on it. It's the first hit route. Zamich is there with the heal, saves him, gets Tim's out of range of the Sunstrike. He'll be getting nuked down. Trying to see if he can get the catch onto Zamich. Yapsor's there as well. Will get the slow. There's the torrent, holds back 2 of them, but the sleep's there from Yapsor, holding back Zamich and sets up the kill for Secret.
Nice. Able to get themselves that. Nice kill. And MP picks it up, which is great for him to accelerate rather than the supports. And what do we say, Raven? Raven is just going for the straight defusal rush, as we always see on the PLs. No Soul Ring, though. We do tend to see the Soul Ring pick up first, just so we can always have that mana to be able to spam constantly.
Yeah, we saw that with last series from Noto with great effect. This is beautiful.
It's a triple stack. The dream right here.
He's gonna,
oh, and he might even get TNC too.
I'll take it. There we go. Lasso, Sunstrike. They get the kill. Is that stack going to tick out to the Firefly? It's obviously have to leave it, Kezu. Do you get much from the stack?
Got one.
He got a fair
bit. Oh, he only got one of the big creeps, but
he still got a fair bit. I mean,
took most of it.
Yeah.
And he gets a kill.
Yep, he's happy.
Absolute dream. Oh no, they just shrine away from mid one. Mid one needed that shrine. You guys.
Didn't think he was going to head over.
Yeah, he pinged it.
Yep.
Thieven pinged it. He's like, they took our stack.
Feels bad in a half.
Kezu also spots that they have an ancient stack.
Off the back of that, Kezu well on his way.
Yeah. I love that he's playing very aggressive though. You know how like you see like
moving around.
his positioning all over on the map from Kezu. It's because he's playing with the double and Midas line. He wants to be that guy who's like forcing action. Because otherwise it's going to be TNC able to make plays all over the place. So right away they're smoked up. They're looking for that Tinker farm in the woods, but now they know he's bottom. So they're looking for a wraparound on that mid lane.
They can get it here. Samich champ 40-37.
No lasso for 30,
targets.
but Elder Titan coming in as well.
More heroes of Secret really set on trying to make something happen here. Best team back. lane. Cuckoo getting caught out by the slow. Look at Yapzor setting up here with the sleep. Bam! He's got 3. Have they got the follow-up? Sunstrike's not going to be on point. Tim's turns up. They're not going to dive in any deeper.
Nice.
Back away.
Nice patience by Secret there, though. Like, being able to disengage like that, not overcommitting by any way. Just understanding that there's too many heroes there for really them to overcommit without their big ultimate on the Elder Titan.
Big irons done for TNC. So Fusel Blade finished on Raven. Savage has the Blink Dagger. One lane, Cuckoo spot him out in time. Not quite. Not quite enough time to get that stomp down.
If only Flame Break, still stunned.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
And this is just, yep, it's Cuckoo just trying to stall the game, stall those tier 1 tower pushes as long as possible for Raven to get online with that PL. And he's starting to get online. Diffusal finish on the way toward that treads if he chooses to do so. And they're smoked up top. They're ready to take an engagement around this PL, probably expecting Secret to react. But that push.
If it's going to be successful. 1437, very close to that level 6.
Why, he's still not 6, huh?
Yeah. It's quite a slow one. And he does need it. I mean, it makes all the difference, of course, having that global.
Secret's bringing heavy reinforcements toward that top lane.
It's going to be hard to get a catch, though. I mean, Sam H is the closest, and he does have the blink.
Once they have the blink bad, then they can actually go for it, but
yeah, he's
one creep away.
I mean, he might get baited
into
into going in onto Kezu. They're hovering around in the tree line here.
Oh, if Kezu dies here, he's going to be the saddest person ever.
Oh, how close is he? Oh, he's so close.
He actually is 50 gold away.
He is so close.
I think he spotted them with that sticky. Yeah, he saw them with that sticky napalm. And they also have an ops ward too that I think caught most of them. So TNC uses a scan, and it does catch the heroes on the right side, so they are aware that Batrider was kind of a bait. Mid one halfway towards that Aghanims, and we have the Radiance still a bit away, so about 3,000 against that one online. But fairly even game, pretty much.
It really is. I mean, and quite a slow-paced game as well. With 15 minutes in, it's only 2-4. Teams getting objectives, but both being very good at avoiding unnecessary fights.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they're both being very patient about not taking dumb fights, and also just, they had like that kind of mirror thing happening where they had the 2v2 in the mid lane, and neither of them wanted to get over aggressive. Batrider lasso.
Jump. He's got the blink out. There we go. Jumps forward. Global silence comes through, and that is going to be enough to buy some time for Sam H. They'll look to move in. Oh, the flame break actually knocks Sam H out of the Sunstrike. Not the play the Secret wanted to happen there. They may still get the kill. They've got the sleep onto Sam H. Now in return, though, the boat flies through. It's going to be TNC taking down MP, and maybe even more Raven moving forward, forcing Secret back there. And flame break him out of the Sunstrike. A little unfortunate there. Hard to say if it, I mean, I probably would have got
it would have been, if it was able to connect, it would have been close, yeah. But I mean, perfect timing for 1437 to get the global online. As soon as the lasso comes out, the counter initiation's there, and with Cuckoo able to always force Cuckoo to travel up and join those type of fights, in the midst with the rump, they just didn't have enough damage to bring it down. MP does pay. But now global is down. But lasso as well.
He just jumps in. He's found himself a dual target straight in onto Yab, so they'll finish him off in time.
And a tower. That was very well played by Sam.
Actually, I say they finish him off in time, they don't. They were a little slow. Doesn't get the damage.
Oh, he didn't get the damage.
He didn't get the damage. So good.
They got the int though, right? Yeah, I think he's got 2 more now.
Plus 2. So yeah, 4-4. TNC starting to take the towers. Definitely going to be a worry, the fact that this Tinker's, you know, Cuckoo's hitting his stride, isn't he? He's getting the item timings that he needs.
He definitely is. They have scary late.
He's pretty much got the daggers like done. Blink, box, 16 minutes, you're fine. This is perfect.
Mid one's on his way toward that Axe too, so you know, he's
both mid laners. Both mid laners certainly hitting the timings. But the question is you know, Cuckoo being wary, how good is Secret actually catching out this Tinker? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that they need to catch the Tinker so that they can get these tier 1s. These tier 1s are causing them problems because if you look where TNC is playing on the map. They're playing up on Secret's side of the map. They're playing inside the enemy jungle, while Secret is very limited to theirs. So if you just look at the map control and you draw the line, and it's like Secret kind of has this. You just naturally looking at that, they have way less to farm in comparison to TNC's massive amount all the way over here on the left side.
They're hunting for him. They're hunting for Cuckoo. Oh, he's got the blink out to the side. They know where he is. They'll find him. They'll get him with the lasso. Sunstrike as well. They do indeed catch him. Does take a lot. pretty much takes the, well, 4 teams plus a, 4 players plus a Sunstrike.
I don't even know if they're going to be able to force the tower, though, either. Kunkka's TP is down to already react for it. We see Puppy's pinging it out. Like he's saying, like, we should force this tower. We need to get an objective once.
I mean, they could maybe just kill Tim. Okay, no, more TPs are coming through. You're right. There's the setup. Bringing back the lone druid, bursting him down. Low Savage is there. Savage roars in time to make sure the duel's not going to be successful. And peek over the TP out. Did he make it? Oh no! The X marks there just in time. Great play from Tims. Brings back MP on the lone druid. They will take him down. They'll hold onto the tower, find the big kill. This time, Sam H. No, he doesn't. He still doesn't get the damage. Poor
Didn't get it again.
Poor old Sam H. He never gets the damage. Oh.
Yeah, but
he's still happy. He's taking these kills.
Secret really wanted to get that tower. They were desperate, but TNC understands like what they want to be doing in this game. Keep those tier 1s as long as possible alive so that you have more places to farm on the map. And you see, right away, you see 1437 drawing the lines on the map. He's like, we need to push out top, we need to push out mid. Be sure to keep doing that. We have majority of heroes bottom. Cuckoo, that's you.
Interesting build as well from Raven. Diffusal straight into heart.
Yeah, must be feeling like they're lacking damage on the side of Secret. It's pretty much just the Invoker at this point in the game.
Knowing that you can outlive any team fight.
Yeah.
Well, they've managed to find a catch. The wards are out. They have the vision. They see that little CM hiding behind the trees. Take him down. TNC starting to get a bit of momentum now. They're pushing down these lanes. Raven at the top of the net worth at the moment. 3.7k in that bank, so you can certainly start picking up the big old pieces of the heart to us.
Radiance, well, Relic should be coming out within the next 200 gold, but they see that, they like know that Secret's not really making any big aggressive plays, so they know they're in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, they've scanned out MP as well. They know someone's here. It's a big catch. How close is he to the red?
Secret's having trouble just like forcing these lanes out so that they can actually like make aggressive plays and have a face on the map. If they don't have faces on the map, then that's a big telltale sign for teams to be they're farming jungle. We can just kind of invade. If we see 1 or 2 bottom, we know that there's going to be an easy opportunity for us to go for that. Yeah. Now they place deep wards too, so they'll always know whenever MP does go there. Puppy X'd up.
Oh, he's caught out. X mark into the torrent. Looks like they're not going to follow in on it. A little low on TNC, so they won't get too crazy and dive this tier 2. They will head back.
Middle tower is under attack.
Back to the game. Does he manage to pick up that relic? Okay. Very good.
Got it now.
He should get it now. He's got the money.
It's going to be very late though. It's already 21 minutes, he still does not have it as a safe lane. It doesn't help that, you know, the 3 deaths really hurt him, but it's also not having these towers. He doesn't have more places to farm.
So really adding to the potential of his damage output and capabilities at this stage of the game. Still relatively early on in this game. 21 minutes in. Pretty snappy.
Yeah, he's felt great. I mean, Raven actually, so he did full commit. I thought maybe he might change, but no, full committed. He's got the heart if he wants to buy it. The courier's going up there too, and
go on, Raven.
There we go, he
do
bought
your
it.
shopping, there we have it.
So he did, okay, full heart.
I mean, as you say,
pretty damn tanky.
Yeah, he did the numbers. Is there actually the damage on the board from Secret to kill him?
It's gonna be, for certain, quite tough. Maybe building the heart also to kind of deal with the, in a different kind of fashion to deal with the Elder Titan aura, right? The natural order. Of course, the armor reduction is only from your hero, but the magic armor is around the spirit, so having that extra just surge of base HP versus the minus magic resistance and focus spells could just be enough to save him. So definitely a good choice. I mean, he's 22 minutes, almost 3,000 left.
Been on the board. I tell you what.
That was instant.
I thought he could have got that lasso off.
Did you?
It looked like he could have.
Okay. I was looking at mid for the smoke from TNC, so I didn't see it.
It felt like he had time there. Maybe not. Maybe the car's too long. But yeah, that 40-37 silence out of response. And now straight away, moving in, looking for MP. Tornado will fly through. The boat lies down. MP will survive though, and this is Secret now. Look for the turnaround. They turn towards the Legion Commander, who's trying to get himself away. Sam H, can he escape? He cannot. Will be taken down. Secret find the kill. Raven trying to stick around for more in this fight. The rocket's getting spammed out, forcing Secret back. The Secret will survive. They get themselves out of this one. They do get the kill.
MP was very close to dying there, but the lack of global because they had to use it bottom to save 1437's life definitely put its part there. And also they didn't have any creeps for Cuckoo to TP into to have that extra burst damage. And now bottom, they do find 1437.
They drag him in. Mid one goes for the tornado, TP out. with a swag play. Raven will punish the Bear Rider, taking down Kez. It's a secret starting to get stuck into this game and getting some action in return. Jump forward from Cuckoo, trying to burst down Yapzor. Puppy's there to look to hold him back. Cuckoo will just jump to the sideline. TP out, Sunstrike not going to be on point. Will escape, get himself back to base. Yeah, so 8-7. TNC still with a slight lead, but Secret starting to show signs of being able to stop down this momentum that TNC have. Radiance is now complete. The lone druid. And maybe even thinking, maybe that jump down the bottom as well was Kezu. Maybe he didn't want to last. Maybe it was literally jumping in and he was like, go on, global silence, use it, use it.
Debating it.
And maybe it was just the bait for the ult. Could very well have been that way.
I thought they would still at least like commit to kind of trying to kill him, right? That was the thing. Like I saw them jump on him, but they didn't even like go chasing over and like trying to actually go for the kill. And 14307 actually farmed himself a Midas somehow during all this.
Okay. What was he doing like on levels now? He got a lot of space in that lane down.
Also, he's about to be level 12 when he uses that. Yeah, level 12 now. 2 global. Will be very useful. And the fact that he can actually scale.
Yep.
Will be quite nice.
Only 6 stolen intelligence so far.
Yeah, only
to
6.
be expected in a game where there's not been that many kills. But it's not the smartest of silences at the moment. To go. They've obviously, they've got to be aware of MP's farm starting to scale up nicely with that Radiance. Cuckoo, very working towards the axis, more than halfway. Axe east of ends, that is going to be the point where these team fights are going to be very scary for Secret if they can't control this Tinker.
The Ags makes it, very, very, very scary. So much teamfight potential that comes out from that. It's kind of the same concept as like Tinker teamfight in comparison to Invoker teamfight. It's like when Invoker gets Ags, his teamfight's online. When Tinker gets the Ags, his teamfight's kind of online.
Waiting in the tree line up top to see if he could get a grab. See at the moment, not interested in hanging around up there. There's around as well. Find something. See, even Cooper just playing the same. TP's up in the top lane, comes in from the tier 2, blinks up, lays down some of the march, making sure that he doesn't get caught out by the short play as such that Secret are trying to execute up there.
Secret have gained themselves a little bit of leeway to be able to push out a tiny bit, but still, same kind of thing is that they've lost all of their tier 2. They've lost every single tower and have not been able to press forward and get onto TNC's side of the map still in this game. They're starting to have to place those Tinker wards to make sure that they can watch whenever Cuckoo is going for that split push. TNC seems pretty content with farming and kind of chilling out for now until they get their next items online for the Tinker and BO.
They're very close now. What are we seeing next on Raven? Okay, just
the Manta, yeah.
Okay. More the dogs items on the Phantom Lancer, level 16 as well at the moment. Just kind of hanging around on that top lane, waiting for a bit of action for a bit of time. Can't quite find it. We're looking to get the BKB next as well to make sure that the global's going to be a little less of an issue and get something done in this fight without having too much of a threat being controlled up by Tim's.
Yeah, he needs it because he's their, he's Secret's big teamfight presence. So once he gets that BKB online, he can not worry about the global, not worry about the counter spells as much, nor his Tinker, and just he can like run in and be like kind of that frontliner with the bear. So we've got what, AC probably being queued up next for MP. He actually hasn't queued anything. He has casual play mail. That's probably it. And okay, Secret does claim themselves their first tower of the game.
TNC though, they're into Roche at the back of this. Take a tier 1 tower, we'll look for Roche. So now can Secret get over in time? You can see the warding from TNC is super heavy. We've got full vision of this area.
Very committed. Secret looks like they know something's up.
They're heading over with the smoke. Looks like, yeah, they're going to be able to have the time to contest this. Where's the jumping? Yapzor looking to lead it with the Spirit. Kezu up to the high ground. To focus the bear first. We'll bring it back into the torrent, bringing it down low. Sleep comes out from Yapzor. Isn't going to catch too much out of it. In fact, the bear could be in a lot of trouble here. He's getting beat down upon by these illusions. Sent up to the high ground. Ags has just been finished on Cuckoo, and it could have been more of a perfect time for this Roshan.
And they have a ward on the high ground there too, so if he's set up, he can just literally spam the rockets. Yeah, he can actually force all of Secret back once he gets in position there with that ward. I mean, TNC has absolute pure vision of this team fight, while Secret has little to none.
I think it's obviously TNC can't really take down Roshan that quick.
No, they do not have great Roche hitters, the PL and the Legion, are decent at best.
Moment, they've only just taken down to half.
It's always the threat of the Batrider Elder Titan versus in the pit too. Just if you stack up, you get hit by too many of the spells. It's devastating. They start making their way back in once Secret backs up. Secret does have another smoke, which it looks like I think they're trying to use. They're setting up for it at least.
Very hard really to catch out this PL with that stomp. Raven gonna have the doppelganger at the ready every time. It's back in, now manning up knowing that the stomp's unavailable for a little bit. Yeah, Secret kind of moving away from it. Not that close. I think they're aware that that war vision is as great as it is by TNC, and they know that if they hang too near, they're not going to get the chance to jump in. Mid one, revealed down bottom, was looking to push that lane out. Tim's coming forward. At the Glimmer Cave, in fact, he's going to get the catch as well onto Puppy. Drags him back with the X-Mark Torrent. Puppy will Glimmer Cave himself up. Yapso looking for sleep to try and hold the back.
Guy silencer.
No, but he gets purged off straight away from Sam H, allowing 1437 to get out of the global. Raven now looking for the chase down, focusing MP. Savage Roar will be there from the bear to send TNC back. That is the global down.
That's global down and lasso down. They still have ET splitter, and so Secret actually should be in a bit of a better position to fight here.
There is still that Tinker threat, and already Cuckoo's starting to lay down the marching machines. Jumping forward as well,
they do get the
out
D
those
word.
Rockets.
They do have the gem now on the Batrider to make sure that they don't have to fight around that vision in the Roche pit.
What about this vision here? Still TNC, not quite confident enough to get in and finish it off.
Mid one is set up down bottom. He sees Cuckoo for a second.
Can he catch him? That's the big catch. Ooh.
Oh, the tornado just misses.
Oh,
he loses vision.
Close. That would have been the
Sunstrike. He gets the hold snap.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it there with that. Can he finish off the kill?
He's got the deafening blast as well.
He should get this, surely.
The Spirit.
The Spirit's there as well.
Stop.
They've got him. That's the catch they were looking for. Getting that Tinker off the map, straight over to the shrine now. As they'll head to contest TNC's attempt for Roshan. That's the perfect way to do it. Get that Tinker out of the game. Now you've got a much better chance of going for this Puppy. Indeed, lays down the ult. Sunstrike won't connect, but with the tornado from mid one, they're forcing TNC away from the pit. Raven's ready to come back in though. Still with the illusions, causing issues for Secret, forcing them back. And yeah, Cuckoo's buying back. Knows that he's required for this fight. They need to have him here to have the chance of holding Roche. The boat flies through, connects onto Invoker, allowing Samit to get in with the jewel, and there's Cuckoo in his presence.
The Roche, are they gonna get it?
Who's gonna get it?
Kezu
gets the snatch. TNC will get the kill though. Can they bring down Kezu twice? They'll bring him down once. That's the Aegis gone. The Fusel Blade charge thrown down onto Yapsor. They'll chase him down up to the high ground. Kezu back in, trying to get them off his friend, but it's not gonna work. Cuckoo's just doing too much as he gets the triple with the burst damage that he's flying out. Kezu gets out, but as we saw there, you know, it's all about the Tinker and where he is in this game. Secret knew it. They take him out. They say we've got a chance. Cuckoo says, I know that I'm required. Buys back straight away. They lose the chance of grabbing the Aegis, but they get the Roshan kill. They send Team Secret back to the base. Definitely worth the buyback here.
And it's mid one that gets bursted down so heavily because he committed his BKB to get the kill bottom. So he didn't have BKB for the fight there. So he got X'd up and just completely comboed down from Contra and Tinker. So without the Invoker there in that match, it's like almost impossible for them to take the fight, even if they do take the Aegis. Every other spell isn't enough for them to take down this PL with the heart. He's just far too tanky. They should be able to get a Rex here, I believe.
They get the tower at least.
But they're actually just gonna play it safe. Yeah. Shrines are available. And yeah, Lone Druid was respawning anyway. I didn't think Lone Druid had a bear though, so I thought they were gonna keep going. He actually does not have a bear for 40 seconds. So maybe they just didn't want to take a risk anyway. Tinker had bought back, so take the shrines as a safer move.
I mean, TNC, they have got the lead in this game at the moment. No real need to play it too crazily, as obviously with the PL and the the Tinker looking to be in a good position for themselves.
Yeah.
They're scaling nicely. Despite the buyback off the back of that great fight, picking up the triple kill, still on his way. World towards the Hex as his next pickup. Raven actually going to be looking for the blink after the Mantis Star. So again, I mean, with the blink and the heart, the PL can be just so hard to deal with in these fights. Zipping in and out.
Getting all the way into the back line instantly, that's going to be super useful for him. And yeah, the later and later it goes, like, it's Trico versus Trico, and you can never count Invoker out though. So it's... And TNC's lineup does... Yeah, TNC's lineup, they scale super hard because, sure, they have, like, the Tinker, PL, and Legion Commander who scale super hard, like, all throughout because they get those these heroes definitely get super strong towards the later stages, but it's also Silencer. He also does get a decent amount stronger. So we do have quite a game for us once it gets to the later stages of just huge battles that can end up happening.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
TNC looks to just be continuing to take these shrines off the map. Very little can be done by Secret due to this. Interesting purchase from MP. Picks up the hood now at this stage. So Radiance and then the casual plate man into the hood, so doing everything he can to just try and keep this bear alive, I guess, amongst the spam of this Tinker.
So much magic damage coming out from them, yeah. So.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Sunny going to stint the offensive potential of the lone druid with this sort of a build. So we're 34 minutes in, it's not quite right.
Definitely not.
In overall farm.
We have Cuckoo now finishes up the Bloodstone. Level 19, so also with that Bloodstone he's able to actually get the level 3 rearm too, which is pretty painful in team fights, that 0.75 second rearm, just being able to spam those spells even faster. Also it's a level 20, so that 75 cast range, even though it's minimal, it's something.
I like that, because yeah, he did have the Hex Feud up, but yeah, Bloodstone is...
Yeah.
It's the more fun item, because you just stick around in the fight for days. Once you get those stacks, like, you rarely have to go back to base.
Yeah, when you go for the Hex, it's like a specific thing that you need a Hex for. It's like, oh, the reverse is an anti-mage, you don't have enough lockdown. The Bloodstone is more for just straight team fighting when when there's no specific kind of situation that calls for...
Because overall, they've got pretty good lockdown. They have the X-Mark Torrent, they've got a Global Silence, they have the catch from Diffusal Blade PL, they've got the jewels. So
they've got more than enough like team fighting control, and you can just...
They just need that Tinker in the fights as much as possible.
Yeah, have that mana to be able to spam everything that you can.
Go, Sam H.
Go for a duel.
Ready to go for the blink out. Secret keep themselves safe. He won't quite get the catch. I mean, mid one, pretty much playing mission catch Tinker at the moment.
Yeah, even picks up a blink dagger.
Yeah. He is just all about trying to make sure that he can punish Cuckoo if he slips up. We've only seen it happen the once so far, and mid one did need help to get the kill. He couldn't do it quite on his own. And yeah, TNC coming down, knowing that mid one's going to be looking for that sort of play.
They seem to just be having better reads of the map overall than Secret by a bit this game. It also helps when you take all 6 towers early on, so you're kind of like you have a good understanding of where that enemy team actually can play.
Up on top. Time again, still feeling safe. No one up there to be able to catch him. One, of course, look for the option. Where to go on it though? So a lot of his time has been spent looking to hunt down the Tinker, and that's keeping him behind the farm of both Cuckoo and Raven, who still sits at the very top on this PL. Very, very stacked game at the moment.
Yeah, going for the butterfly next. It's going to be very hard to kill. Oh, they actually seem to find the Tinker.
There, it pays off eventually, as long as they can finish off the kill. Yeah, that's got a Radiance tick. And yeah, he's going to lose these charges. Will deny himself. But that's exactly what they need to do. Hunt down Cuckoo, catch him out. Same time mid lane, Raven, 40-37. All fine Japsaw alone.
I mean, don't sleep on 1437 Silencer. I've seen this guy get a rampage on a 5 Silencer before when he was like 6 slotted. Look at his net worth. He is now pulled ahead of the Legion Commander, full Hurricane Pike finished up. So he is transitioning very well.
Radiant's top tower is on the
really coming into play now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
TNC to try and push without that Japsaw Elder time in the game, ready to hold them back with the stomp spam. See how much they can get through this. 5 seconds and Tinker's going to be back as well to come and join the fray. Castle do a good job of holding them off with the tornadoes and the ice balls and such. The bears around as well. Cuckoo now jumps in, starts to lay down the rockets, beginning to force Secret back. Just this rocket spam causing a huge amount of issues. Obviously works really nicely as well with the PL. Yeah. Having the illusions out, having that vision for the rockets to connect.
Blanket of the march over the racks to allow them to hold the siege decently. 2-man stomp.
Tornado follow-up. The MP will look for connection onto Silencer, but 37 to quick out with the Hurricane fight. Bear in trouble, gets slowed down by the Diffusal Blade. The Shrine trying to keep it alive. The Spirit Lance bringing it down low. Can they save the Bear? Looks like they can. We'll get the Bear back out to safety. Fusions though causing issues for Puppey as he's again forced away from the racks. Yapso again trying to hold them back with the stomp. TNC will back away.
They had outside vision as well, so they were always able to see where TNC was positioned. Secret did, that is. They placed one right outside their base to know how TNC was pushing. But just look at the wards coming up from Secret. You can see like they're like, we have to play this super defensively in this game. We don't have the map. Shadow Blade on Kezu. Kind of looking for something here. He does have the gem though.
Obviously finding the Tinker again. Even on his own, he can certainly play around and cause some issues.
They see him though. They just caught a glimpse of him with that ward that they have on the high ground. Kezu's gonna get a view of it though, but they're starting reporting. Is he gonna be able to get out?
Or can they catch him?
Should be able to get out.
They're bringing in Sam H. Sam H trying to close the gap, but yeah, Kezu's already too far away with the Firefly.
Done. Gets rid of that quick ward.
As time and space is allowing MP to catch back up with the Radiance. As the Maelstrom on the bet.
Yep, going for that Mjolnir.
Very close to having it done as well. 37 as we see very close to that level 18 as well. A lot out of it. Raven, money for the Eagle Song if he wants to start committing towards that butterfly. They're obviously in a game where KB is not going to be the ultimate choice on it.
No, I mean Bear eventually.
Yes.
But yeah, the Invoker is just spell damage. And we do have the Lotus Orb now finished up on Yapzor, who's been, you know, he's landed some nice like 3-man stuns, but overall I would say in comparison to his big shiny performances, he's been relatively quiet. This will help him at least be able to use the spells in the team fights to the global. And it's also, I mean, Lotus Orb versus Tinker can also be super obnoxious. You're always able to like reflect his spells back at him, the laser in particular. If he's able to get, you know, it depends on what Tinker goes for next. Probably the Dagon 5 or something along that line. But reflecting any of those spells can be super obnoxious.
It's only been impressive how well Cuckoo's been able to keep himself out of harm's way. We've seen only really been picked out the twice. Yeah. Despite constantly, you know, Mid-1 and Kezi, they're literally solely just hunting down this Tinker with their Shadow Blades and their Ghost Walks. But Cuckoo somehow still able to for the majority, keep himself a step ahead of them.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty damn good about doing that. You know, it doesn't have like you said, he does have to deal with one or two things, but it's not like it's like some Storm Spirit who can zip from across the map. It's an Invoker who's kind of like, you know, hunting you, and the Bat Rider has to be hunting you as well. It's much harder for them to really find him if he's playing Tree Line.
Overall, the game's certainly slowing down. I mean, we're 41 minutes in, but it's still only 13-8. It definitely feels to be like one of the slower games of the group stages so far.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of expected. You know, on one side you have this lone druid, MP just focusing on farming, pushing the lanes out with the Radiant Spear. On the other side, Cuckoo doing the same thing with the Tinker and the Marching Machines, shoving the lanes out. Neither team really too interested in taking on a full 5v5. I mean, it's a little interesting that TNC have slowing down how much they're doing with like the whole Legion silencer combo. We've not really seen them go for any sort of pickoffs.
No, not too much.
Anymore.
And nor the ex-Tinker plays, right?
I mean, we're 42 minutes in, and you know, Legion's only got 14 stolen talent. I mean, that's not to say Sam H has been playing badly.
Yeah, we have
seen he's been hitting some great duels, but it has slowed down.
Yeah. No, okay, so we've got a DD top, and Roche is up. This could be where the next kind of engagement kind of happens. They throw the Sunstrike. Yaptor's getting in position to start throwing the Spirits to the pit. TNC still doesn't bring it even with the DD rune. Their heroes are not really natural Roche hitters.
They're pretty safe Roche hitters, obviously, but with the heart, you know, Raven can duck and dive out of the pit, keep himself at max health.
They've got a ward on the high ground. It's going to get killed right now by the bear, so TNC's vision does get limited a bit. Mid-1 trying to force bottom in the meantime while all this is happening, get that tier 2. He's going to get that at least, so good trade coming out for Secret. Not even really trade, because the Roche is he's just making the space, utilizing it.
Smoke picked up, ready to go.
They're trying to do the wrap around, okay. They want to wrap around and get on top of that hill that they know that Secret was playing on for so long, but Secret seems to know something's up. Yep, it looks like started pinging around their bear, around the Lone Druid bear, so it looks like they kind of knew that the smoke was in that area.
both teams very good at avoiding each other, it seems. And we're actually going to see as well from MP. He's going to be going for the Axe build on the bet. Yep. Step out that split potential.
Yeah, I mean, they have to deal with it, so they have to keep those lanes forced out to be able to take fights properly. So that's definitely one of the ways to do so. Invoker almost has the Octarine finished with about 1,000 gold till he has that, and that's going to make the team fights infinitely better for Secret. We've seen what happens when that happens. You know, we've seen the Miracle Invokers, we've seen the mid-1 Invokers, we've seen what they can do once they get that Octarine level 21 plus.
There is that Hex now on Cuckoo though.
So he did have it.
And mid-1, I mean, he's obviously got the BKB, but he doesn't have anything like that. So Cuckoo's quick. Mid-1 can certainly get caught out.
Yep. There's got to be some very good usages of the Lotus Orb. This is where,
yes.
So since she went Hex, that's actually the best item that Lotus Orb is versus, because removing it, but it's also reflecting it back at him can actually just turn the fight instantly. A bit surprised to see Puppey not really build anything to kind of deal with the global silence. He went for the Aether Lens drum, Ghost, they're going to Glimmer Cape on top, no Lotus Orb, not even like a BKB or anything like that, just these other type of items.
There we have it, as you say, Octarine now finished.
Yep.
So now it could certainly start to turn into a bit of the mid-1 show. 40-37.
Oh, he looks
sort of
very
offering
dead.
himself up here. He just comes up the mid lane, and there you go, in Hurricane Piking your way out of that one. Take him down.
Yeah, he was a bit out of position.
He kind of went down the lane, plus the rest of his team backed up. I think the team kind of looked at him and said, "What are we doing there?" We all went home.
You know, sometimes that happens. You know, you're the 5, and you're like the shot caller for your team. You're just like, you know, you're telling people to do stuff, and then you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Yeah.
Seems to be the case. It's down for 40 seconds. Roshan is still up. Doesn't look like Secret are going to try and do anything though in terms of taking Rosh within that 40 seconds. I guess they themselves as well don't really have the quickest potential of bringing it down. They're pretty safe in terms of taking it because they have the bear. They don't Druid to tank it, but
the Alacrity makes it a bit faster, but yeah,
sure,
it's not crazy fast for sure.
I mean, to be fair, I guess in comparison, I mean, yeah, both teams probably could take it down at a similar pace. Neither pace can cut down with it too.
Yeah, there's no, as far as I've seen, I'm checking again. Yeah, no Solar Crest, no Medallion on either side.
Bottom tower faces a stiff
Bit surprising too, like for the bear. Throwing a Solar Crest in the bear could be super good versus the PO and versus the Legion. They're looking for the bear kill.
Yeah, they are.
Not the real hero.
They drag it in. They are going all in on the bear. Jump forward for Sam H.
Sam H is like, I want to duel it.
Yeah, I'm going to actually get that bear done. At the same time, down bottom, a lot of split push pressure being
the
put
double
on by
catapults
Secret.
and the Alacrity catapult. Look at it, just chunk that tower down.
Yeah, they get the tier 3 and they get themselves out. Puppey with the CP away, mid-1 with the backup down the lane. He'll get himself away from it all. Cuckoo's been sent back to hold it off. The rest of TNC staying in the middle lane. We'll see if they can get any sort of trade. Obviously here, they've already taken down the tier 3. They're looking for the rack. Moving in, again, sending illusions in onto the bear. They've got the torrent to hold it back. Draw. Controlling Raven, sending him away, and again, looks like TNC.
They get a Radiant melee racks with those double catapults.
Mid-1's doing it. The pressure that this Invoker can put on, as you say with the Alacrity, he just clears the whole...
Alacrity catapult,
be allowed
dude.
to happen.
Alacrity catapult, it's like 300 damage per hit on buildings.
TNC are going to be disappointed heavily as Secret just outplay them there with that maneuver. And TNC, they're into the pit, but we've seen them mess around with Roshan and not finish it time and time again, and I think this may be another time at that. As Secret are there to contest it.
They're smoked up.
Maybe just the pace of this game, but one decision can really set the pace of this stage. And here we have the lead. If Torrent comes out, is he going to connect? Sunstrike will be juked as Raven doppelgangers himself outside of the pit.
Rosh is very low this time now. It's 1800 HP. This is an interesting cheese as well. Mid-1 continuing the split push, kind of trying to force some reaction over there. The Raven goes back in the pit with the DD.
It's very close to going
HP.
down. Flame break, looking to knock Raven outside the pit. It's not going to happen. Global Silence comes out trying to secure it. They won't get the snatch. Kezu tried to jump in to take it, but TNC will get Roshan, and they will get the Aegis in the hands of the PL.
You know, it does suck for Secret that TNC does get that, but they got a melee Rax.
They got the full Rax. I mean, I think they're fine. They're happy with that. And we're seeing, as you say, mid-1 could do so much with this split push pressure. Cuckoo really has to be on top of pushing these lanes out. He has to make sure that there's no chance for Secret to get in and do that again, take a second set of racks, because even despite how fun the PL is, it's not really the best kind of lineup to push stronger groups back out if Secret do get ahead like this.
might be a long one, Owen.
Good sound. Protein really settling in for the long game. Lone Druid versus PL.
Aghanim's finished up on the Lone Druid now too, so he can actually push lanes out a lot better. Mid lane looks like he's trying to get aggressive on the Theban here, but who's getting aggressive on who? That bear looks like it's pretty damn dead.
Yeah, with the hexes coming out from Cuckoo, they will claim the bear kill. 300. Down. Really want to try and get a set of racks to sort of equalize the situation. As TNC back again in that mid lane. They've just made it so hard for TNC to get anything done with that lead that they've had. It's now started to turn around. Only a 3k lead now at this stage for TNC, which coming up to the 50-minute mark really is nothing at all.
Yeah, and mid one is just continuing the split push. Now he's even taking out Shrine to the Force Spirit, so TNC starting to feel like, okay, we have Aegis Cheese. We have to get something out of this Aegis Cheese because we lost that bottom ranks. They're heavily committing now onto the high ground going for this Rax.
Mid one, yeah, he's just continuing to split. He's working on that tier 2 up the top. We should say the Shrine as well being taken down by him.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
They just don't need mid one on
They're going
defense.
for the kill.
They're going to try and catch him. They're going to try and kill him. Can they find him here in the tree line? He pops the BKB, but there's the jewel. They lock him down, catch him out. They should indeed get the kill, and they do. That's mid one down for 80 seconds. Unfortunately, he now picks up the Lincoln Swift. Only he had that then, he would have been fine. But he's got it ready for next time.
He was so close to getting the. He had like, I think, a little bit less than half a second on the Blink Dagger as well, but yeah, perfect by Sam H. And Sam H does get his second duel victory of the game.
Hey, there we go. Cuckoo, he's ready to play with YapzOr just forward. There will be the reflect there with the Lotus Orb sending it back. YapzOr trying to duke it out with the Glimmer Cape. Has the Stomp revved up as well, but the second Hex is quick in again. They do get the catch. YapzOr nowhere to run, nowhere to hide as he gets brought back by the X Mark. They'll take him down. Defense now where Secret is starting to heavily fall apart. Puppey gets forced back, but Cuckoo spam with the laser takes it down. Immediate buyback from Puppey and YapzOr. If they look to hold this, Raven back onto the high ground, hasn't quite got the creeps there to remove the backdoor protection.
No one's
still 35 seconds deep without mid one. See how well they can hold here. Raven brought down to half health just to back up, heal up with the Heart of Taras. Back in. Full lineup of TNC forcing down this lane. It's such a slow siege on these racks as we've seen. These racks have been up for forever. Now jumping from Kezu, see if he can get lassoed, doesn't quite get the target. Raven with the illusion spam, keeping Secret at bay. Sleep comes out onto 3. They'll finally get the range tracks. Oh, flying through there. Massive one from YapzOr. Clips onto 3, bringing TNC down incredibly low. The Torrent holds back the bear. The boat won't quite connect. The bear being forced down low, but Raven, they can't finish off the melee rack. Somehow, amongst it all, they just don't have the damage for the structures, TNC. They do great at killing heroes, but when it comes to taking down buildings and barracks, it's just not in their forte. The melee wreck stands, and Secret hold them off, despite being a period where mid one was down for a minute and a half. Yeah,
the double buybacks just coming in clutch there by that.
This is the big catch. Kezu, he's found Cuckoo, drags him back into the clutches of mid one. Cuckoo will try and walk it off, but he's not getting anywhere.
Oh, he gets the Bloodstone off though.
Get the deny though.
Oh, that was like, I think he was like 8 HP or 10 HP.
He's down for 50. He does have buyback, Cuckoo. We'll see if Secret can force it out. If they can force it out and take him down again, it could be the game. Still, you just got to feel the frustration from TNC. Still unable to claim a melee rack.
Here comes the Alacrity Bear.
It indeed is the push. Raven straight. The bear caught out by the tornado. YapzOr looking for the stomp. Follow up. It's going to be juked out by the doppelganger. Raven keeps himself fine, pushes the lane back out. The Secret do take the tier 2. Puppey, the frostbite to style to get himself out of there, Raven. She's Shadow Blink picked up by MP.
The full split.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
TNC have Cuckoo back in 5 seconds. Now level 20 from 20 GPM. We have to step up on some of these items. Indeed, as you mentioned, maybe expect to see a Lotus Orb again come out. They're going to be absolutely huge at this stage of the game. Lots of money on MP as well. 5.4k gold in the bank.
Gets the BKB, so we can actually be able to siege. It's a DD Bear right now going toward the bottom lane. He's just trying to force the wave out as much as possible, while mid one pushes out top. With that BKB and Lincoln's, mid one is very hard to actually catch out now.
You know, have they got any other ways of popping the Lincoln's with BKB? I don't think it's just the duel, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no other way to break it through.
If he gets that BKB
if the BKB's off, yep.
Yeah.
No way for them to get. Until the Abyssal Blade comes out for the PL, which is the next item of choice.
Okay.
So.
Oh, yeah, he's close to having money, and I guess probably wanting to save for the buyback at this state.
Yeah.
I mean, Raven, of course, this whole game still yet to die. He's 8-0.
Yeah, he's 8-0.
Yeah.
I tell you, these guys put up the numbers every time. Put them in your fantasy. They always end up having great kill death assist ratios.
Zoo's starting to sweep back down along this bottom lane. Has to be careful here. Cuckoo close to spotting him there with the Shiva's guard. Ketchum is thinking about going in. He's got the Shadow Blade. See if he can get some sort of a catch there.
They've got Gem on Tims. They actually spot him for a
Kezu's
moment.
already getting out of there. He realizes that he's in trouble. And he will force and blink himself back to safety. Himself out of the clutches of TNC.
Forcing reaction though. Now he knows. Now they know that like 3 or 4 heroes are bottom. So you see mid one continue up on top. Spirit keeps forcing in mid by Yapsor with the stomp. Everybody on Secret seeming to get just a bit pressure now as this goes down. It's still been pretty much stuck. Still for TNC lead, but yeah, not a crazy margin. Just
I mean,
a 5,000
it's
lead.
just the way in at this stage of the late game. Secret just seem to be playing that little bit smarter in making TNC react to that.
Yeah.
Secret haven't really had to do much recently in terms of reacting to that of TNC. It's constantly just TNC being forced back by this split push pressure. And who would have thought it, but the mid one Invoker split push is seeming to be much more threatening than that of the Cuckoo Tinker at this stage.
Yeah, he can, well, Invoker can at least threaten the building, so
that's
the thing
true.
is that Tinker can't threaten. When it's set up for top.
They need to try and catch this Invoker. But as we said, it's so hard to do so now.
They had to pass the gem off now to Sam H so he can go for those duels, because he went top and there was just an instant ghost walk and he's okay, well. So it was good for them to give that to him, and hopefully they'll be able to look and clean up those wards that Secret did just place with that moment of time that they had to get out of their base. They have 3 very aggressive wards placed up.
I mean, even then as well, Sam H, even if he doesn't pop the BKB, he's not actually got any items to top the link.
Yeah.
And he's not got a halberd or anything as such.
He has to pretty much like be silver edged on top of where the Invoker's going to be, and then the Tinker walks up, breaks it, and then they get the duel up. Yeah.
Instantly. Such a hard catch there. Top.
Definitely.
It's in the neighborhood. Mid one pushing out a bit. Got a bit of an adventure. See if he can find somebody. He'll get eyes onto Tims. See if he gets tempted. It doesn't look like he will. He's playing it safe. He doesn't want to unnecessarily reveal his position. Maybe if he's got a +1 he can. He's going to head up. Sam H moving around. Sam H, okay, bringing in the Tinker. Lots choose upon it, but already mid one on the retreat. Quickly out of there.
Yeah.
And
So that's their
sure
plan
it's
then.
safe.
With the bots 2, they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Bots 2, Silver Edge, or Shadow Blade plays with the duel.
Hard to do though, of course, with this gem on Kezu.
Yeah, for sure. And during all this, it's also MP just setting his bear down bottom and causing like continuing the split push. So every time TNC does look to get aggressive, their waves start to heavily push in. And every 5 minutes, it's those double catapult waves.
Oh, down bottom. Here we have.
They
They
get the
managed
hex,
to
they
proc the
break the
Lincolns.
Lincolns.
There's the jump forward. Mid one in trouble with the control from Tims and the duel. They'll get the kill. That's going to be mid one down.
That's godlike, and they're going to clean up the bear too.
Big catch from TNC. Exactly what they've been trying to do for the last 10 minutes or so, it feels. Just finding mid one, taking him down.
They've got the game plan. Like, that's their plan now. So use the boot to travel on those Shadow Blades to get the pickoffs on the split pushers.
Taking down one of those big calls, obviously forcing out the buyback would be the dream. Roshan is up, so TNC could just play it for that one. They're already sending the PLN to the pit, so it looks like they are going to do it that way. And with no Invoker, yeah, Raven and 1437 should be able to take this meeting.
Yeah, their damage on the Roshan is getting better because 1437 is doing a chunk of damage now. It's doing like almost 250 pure damage per hit with those glaives.
So Secret aren't going to be able to stop this.
Not
Aegis and Cheese in the pockets. TNC, let's see if they can finally get that melee racks. Coming up to the 1 hour mark. It's game 1 between Secret and TNC. Still definitely capable of going both ways. Oh, that's a catch. Jumps in, gets Yapsor. Yapsor, can he keep himself alive? Did get the Glimmer Cape off in time. Lotus Orb out upon himself. Goes up the high ground, but the lasers and rockets fly through. Cuckoo takes the kill, and now ready to look for more. Goes Scepter on Puppy. Isn't going to save him too much as the Diffuser Blade comes through from Raven. They take down the CM, and that's going to be 3 dead on Secret. They do not have buyback.
4 seconds.
Will get beaten down by MP. There's the
seconds for the
buyback from Yap.
supports.
Yap's back in, and yeah, you're back on. They can get Puppey back into the game if they feel the need to do so, and they will. They're buying back. They're looking to do their best to hold this. BKB's out on the side of TNC. 40-37 is not enough to save him, though, as he gets taken down. They try and turn towards the racks, but Raven's getting beaten down upon by the space, trying to man up. He's got to be careful, Raven. Gets caught out by the Yapsor ult. If the split comes through, that's going to be the Aegis out and down. Can they kill him a second time? Cuckoo goes forward, but the frostbite there, and the slap there from Yapsor's stapler punches through the head of the Tinker. He'll buy back Cuckoo, trying to get back in and stuck in with Raven as he goes in with his second life from the Aegis. MP being forced back to the base. Not on health and mana. Sam H coming back forward, does have a duel if he sees the opportunity, but Raven getting brought down, has the doppelganger trying to get his way out of it, but he gets nuked down by Puppey.
Oh, Cuckoo's in trouble.
And now Cuckoo's got caught out. This is looking to be a dieback on the Tinker. No way to save him. Cuckoo's down for 100 seconds.
Raven's in two.
He's brought back as well. He's looking towards MP, but MP with the hood keeps himself safe. Up the high ground, the illusion's still bringing him down. It's not quite enough damage. Raven caught up by the storm. Now we'll turn his attention towards Yapsor, but the AoE deafening blast from Mid-1 forcing both Tims and Raven away.
Raven,
the tornado from the low ground. Mid-1's found out Raven. This is a massive kill. If they can take Raven, this will be a dieback on Cuckoo and Raven. He's trying to get himself away. There's the doppelganger outside of the frostbite and the root, but it's not going to pay off. He's down.
There's
double
no
kill
course
for Mid-1. This could be, I mean, it should be game with no Tinker for a minute, no Legion for 80 seconds, no PL for 2 minutes nearly.
Oh, what if they... Oh my god, they really wanted to force it so badly, but they didn't even kill the melee racks.
They didn't even
just,
kill the melee
That was
racks.
Aegis, that was Cheese, that was the double buyback. They super commit on it, and they still can't. Did Legion actually buy back too? Wait, Legion bought back too and came back into the fight. That was triple dieback.
And that's 40-37 dead as well. Caught out by the lasso. He has got his buyback available.
That's the game.
They are going straight for tier 4s. They're going straight for GG Secret, and they'll get it. GG is called as TNC tap out. And in a game where it just, you know, went to the 1 hour mark, Secret just kept their composure that little bit better. As despite having a strong early game and a relatively strong mid game, they just didn't know how to close it up. As Secret just played the smarter moves.
Yeah, they played really well around their shrines. That's the things that ended
Is it worth your life? We'll try again later.
Dyer's turn to pick.
It looks like it could be a pretty good idea for Secret, and I know MP does like this, the Chaos Knight. He has his very intricate heroes that he likes specifically.
10 seconds.
Seconds of it.
Radiant's turn to pick.
There we go, finally comes out, and it's actually going to be the Timbersaw. Very nice, of course. There's three strength heroes. That is also a hero that IO really does struggle to deal with.
Yeah.
So that is, I think that's a perfect pick from TNC.
Yeah, if you can like lane the Timber versus, let's say, I mean, a CKIO or something like that, the Timber can do super well. That being said, though, there is a good amount of magic burst already coming out from Team Secret within the first two, within the first 3 heroes.
And they have got control with the X mark, which is very nice in that sense as well. But where do they go from here?
And it is a third pick Timber, so you reveal that Timber, and this allows the big counter picks to come out, like the Ursa, which is.
Well, this is someone that can bully the Timber out of the lane.
The best hero versus Timber, so like pretty much in the game.
Yeah.
Not only just in the laning phase, but later stages as well. Yeah, I guess later stage you can get kited a bit, but ideally you want to be matched up versus the Timber, and you're going to be playing very far ahead as an Ursa in comparison to that Timber. So.
And your team's got that control to kind of make sure that you don't get kited too much. They can lock down that Timber and allow the Ursa to beat into him. So.
And it's also a super good hero versus Nyx and Rubik. Rubik does not get any good spells to steal from Ursa whatsoever. Enrage is okay, I guess, to save yourself, but everything else is kind of moot. And Nyx Assassin can suffer as well. Like if it's a Nyx off lane, they can be pressured.
There's your favorite.
Yes!
The Pugna comes
I get to cast a Pugna.
So this hero, what, picked 6 times right so far? Just one game.
It's been picked, I think, maybe more now.
Maybe more.
Let me refresh and just make sure. So let's just find the Pugna. Pugna is 6 with 1 wasp. Yes, so 83% win rate.
So what's the pro? So obviously this is a hero that this kind of good against the Ursa, but the Decrep's very annoying. Forces the Ursa to have to build that diffusal.
Yes.
Where are we going to see it lane? So we expected this to be a mid Pugna off lane Timbersaw. Would you say?
Oh, actually, we don't really know.
Where are we putting this? You know, TNC.
That is the problem. They do have some lane issues. I think it's more than likely the mid Pugna because how speedy he is. He's not really susceptible. But if he gets caught by like any kind of stun, and they can just kind of run him down, especially with like a tethered Ursa, if that is the case. Nothing really crazy specific that the Pugna is amazing versus either. Like I mean, versus the Ursa, yes, but versus the other 3, it's like they're okay. It's the Netherward is obnoxious, but it's not like these aren't 3 big. There's no int heroes.
No, no one's gonna.
Ideally, you want to be. The Pugna
spell.
versus int with the Netherward is the superpower, but yeah, Decrep is great versus Ursa.
Yeah.
And they at least have a building hitter, which Timbersaw and Nyx, you're already like, uh-oh, we have no objective taking, we need somebody to be able to do that, so the Pugna can kind of solve that issue a little.
And the Decrep's obviously super nice for the Timber, you're making it easier to hit his spells, the boost on the damage, it's going to allow the Timber to go even more ham in these fights. So
most of his are pure damage, but yeah, when you get like the shock,
oh, that's true.
You
the
get the
Chakram's
Whirling
magic, isn't it?
No, the Chakram's pure. It's if you get the Whirling Death Knot near trees. It's magic.
Sand King actually going to be banned out, so Secret are looking at this and they're expecting the Timber Pugna to be the safe lane in the mid, respectively, with respect to that Sand King ban. TNC themselves banning out the TA. So indeed, expecting MP to be taking the Ursa to the safe lane rather than mid one taking it mid, then IO back up. I mean, definitely something that they could switch up if they want to sort of get some sort of a matchup Secret. They could take the Ursa IO to the mid lane.
I think so. It does seem like it's going to be the Pugna mid since with that ban. That kind of indicates that.
5 seconds remaining.
So
but then that makes it so it's Timbersaw.
Timbersaw.
I guess they can still change it up because we don't know where Nyx is.
Yeah, and they could do like an aggro try.
Oh my goodness.
Naga final
Siren.
pick. Oh. Okay, so it definitely feels. I don't think I've seen a draft like this before. With TNC with this sort of high action, Timbersaw, Pugna, and then bam,
so
Naga Siren put in at the end.
So Timber off lane?
It must be.
Are they running like an aggro?
They maybe could run an aggro Pugna, Rubik, Nyx Assassin.
I think that might be the case. I think that might be what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm not too certain.
They could always put the Naga mid, depending on what Secret pick here. So a lot of flexibility in the lanes from TNC.
Yeah, they're playing versus Kunkka Isle. These 2 heroes don't really have great damage dealing in the laning phase, so maybe they do try to contest the lane, but okay, they go for the last pick Shadow Fiend for Mr. Mid One there.
So, knowing that the Shadow Fiend is definitely going to be the mid lane, if you're TNC, who are you going to put against it? It's going to be the Pugna.
Yeah,
so this is a lane that the Pugna does pretty well in? You can bully the SF out?
So I would imagine this would be aggressive tri-lane, right? And you put the Timber in a 1v1 versus Shaker? I
mean,
it's the thing is that they're double melee too. Their tri lane's not crazy strong either, but that at least gets Timber not to get like shut down. Or maybe they just accept the fact that Timber's gonna be shut down a bit. But then it's you're putting Timber versus the Ursa. Huh. I don't think that they want to have Timber versus Ursa.
I know, I see what you mean. Yeah, you want the Timber versus Kezu.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I think the aggro tri lane from TNC is what they want to have happen.
But I guess the question is Secret dodge it?
Yeah, that's
Secret
the thing.
themselves could try and move over.
They want to have the Timber matchup versus the Earthshaker somehow, just in some type of matchup. We don't know where the lane will be, but we'll see how they end up like dodging each other and how it'll end up. TP warding will be pretty important in this start of the game, so they can at least see where the lane matchups are. So we'll probably see Rubik, we'll probably see 1437 TP out, or Tim's TP out and get a ward out so they can at least watch that movement of where that tri lane's going to be positioned.
The mid-bomb final pick, the Shadow Fiend certainly can kind of work both ways with opponent incarnate. Certainly that Decrep, you can't use it defensively because the magical damage that mid-bomb can offer through it is still incredibly sizable.
You can bully pretty hard as a Pugna versus Shadow Fiend because you have just much higher base damage. You have, I mean, your animation's okay. He has raises. It's like the first few levels Pugna can do really well, but then once Shadow Fiend is able to just like shove the lane out,
he's always going to catch up.
He's always going to catch up, exactly.
Turn to the jungle. Issues there as well. And of course, just playing the
he's got the set too.
He's got the arc.
I'm honestly just gonna click on Cuckoo and just no one else. So I'm just watching Pugna.
You're watching the
Pugna for days.
See what he does. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A big warm welcome to you all as you tune in and get ready to sit down for game 2 with myself and Fog. Secret versus TNC. Let's see what the lanes end up being. Who's going to find that favorable matchup? That really is the question. At the moment, Kezu is heading up to the top lane on the Shaker. And yes, I think, you know, TNC are reading it. They have got the Timber heading that way.
Yep.
So they are looking to indeed get that matchup. The question is if Secret switch it up and do want to try and avoid having this very unfavorable Shaker versus Timber lane.
The indicator that we, just like we were saying, this is exactly what TNC is thinking. Sam H starts the TP scroll. So it's like, I have to be matched up versus Earthshaker or I'm like, my game is screwed.
Because look at this, Secret literally they see it
moving.
And they say, we have to not let this matchup happen. But did you, with that, so he's got the TP, so he's got the TP.
He's going to move no matter what happens.
It's going to be a question of who stops, you know, playing the musical lanes first.
Yeah, pretty much. They go for the smoke even now. They're trying to get aggressive level 1. Since it is a Shadow Fiend, level 1 it is... Not there. Uh-oh. Mid 1.
That's a perfect start. They grab this.
Goodbye, mid 1.
And they'll get it. Cuckoo leads in. They've got the telekinesis, dragging back into the stun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be your first blood here for TNC as well. Cuckoo won't quite get it. Uphill denying it. Raven says, I'll take it. First blood for the Naga Siren. Is the rotation successful? And now we'll see how they react to this. Already, look, Timber, he's saving the TP by the looks of it. He's just walking down.
He's making his way down.
Realizes the aggro tries there. Nice juke from Puppey. Just manages to dodge the stun with that tether back up to the high ground to mid 1. So the lanes we're getting. Puppey at the moment, hanging around with mid 1. Timber's, he's not even going to miss out too much by this. I think he may miss out a creep or so, as he's not quite yet down on the bottom lane.
Mid 1 skilled raise is level 1.
He's doing quite good in terms of forcing back Cuckoo with the damage that he's thrown out.
Yeah, I mean, Puppey's just right. They have the Obs Ward on the high ground, so Puppey's literally just right-clicking him every time he walks up, and with that Fairy Fire, and, you know, Pugna's not really a high armor hero in the 2. Gets bullied quite heavily from that. So this is where Shadow Fiend, of course, can do super well. I mean, he's got IO backing him up. So we'll be able to watch how Puppey maximizes with this, make sure he's always stacking. That's the one big thing when you're doing these IO dual lanes with Shadow Fiend. You gotta go stack those double camps, and they didn't actually cut the trees for him to be able to do so. Top lane, MP, he's isolated up here. Are they going to be able to close the distance on him, though? It does seem like they should be able to.
I mean, he's been left alone. He's all on his own here, this lonely bear. That's going to be another kill for TNC. They take him down. Meanwhile, mid lane Secret are trying to get something done in return, as they did bring over Yapsor, but they didn't quite get the grab on Cuckoo.
I think they
sounds up.
Shaker top. Yeah, he's going to buy TP right now, I'm pretty sure.
They're switching the lanes up.
Yep. Polarity's up, TP stop. Should be able to get a decent amount of experience anyway, and now they've got the matchup they want. But Sam H does have a TP if he wants to make the way up.
Is he going to do it? Is Sam H going to stick down here? He's got the level 2. He's saved onto that second point. So
that's, yeah.
He's already got like that level ahead, so he can kind of play around with MP a little bit better.
Nope, they're switching it. Raven torns down.
Oh, he's going.
Yep, and Rubik too. This is just as expected. You know, you can't have those matchups. It's impossible to deal with. Level advantages help a bit.
Sam H into the tree line.
And now Kezu gets a free lane during all that too, though. He's like, oh, cool, 11 last hits, thank you. as soon as he gets up there.
Look at this at bottom lane. Samage is sticking around a little bit.
Uh-oh.
They want to try and make a go onto MP. They drag him back. MP trying to move back as he slows them down, but there's the root. Raven skills it for the kill, and they'll get it. MP taken down. Maybe expecting that Samage had already TP'd out. Now he'll TP away. I mean, getting involved in a kill onto MP. That makes
really
it even sweeter for TNC.
They're just leaving MP alone. Either the IO or the Kunkka are playing around him at all.
Yapzor, Puppey, question mark.
And now MP's making his way toward top. MP's like, okay, well, all right. Can't
Poor
go bottom.
MP. Left alone.
I think now they should definitely be playing around here. So I think probably maybe they should have done a little bit sooner, but they tried to make the rotation to try to kill the Pugna and punish to get mid one online.
Is under attack.
Kezu has got that TP, so could head back down to the bottom lane, and indeed he does. He says, all right, we'll switch lanes again, straight down bottom. He's ready to match up at what seems to be at the moment a 1437 solo lane on the Rubik. Raven heads to the side cam, he's making the use of the jungle, so TNC trying to be maximum with their efficiency. Up top, Secret trying to get close in onto Tims. Tims playing around with both MP and Yapzor. Samh able to get some good creeps, farms under the tower here as the wave pushes in. The mid lane matchup though, of course, being the one that Secret is certainly seeming to put a lot of eggs on this mid lane, and it is paying off because mid one is getting a very strong lead here.
Yeah, I still wouldn't. Yeah, I mean it's great to have mid one like super leading and everything, but I still wouldn't want to sack on Ursa for that reason because Ursa's an early game hero. You don't really want him to be behind. You want to have a good start so he can just kind of snowball and give your other hero space. And they've made that adjustment. So Cuckoo now aggressive. They're trying to get on him, but with those boots, 380 movement speed.
Little fisher play there from Kezu, making sure that the large cam couldn't be dragged into lane.
Nice.
To keep control of this wave underneath his tower, get as much as he can, despite not finding the...
It's nighttime, the classic TNC smoke move. They did the same thing last game. They've actually done, I think, in almost all of their games that I was looking at.
Yeah.
It's usually between the 4 and 6 minute mark they make that first smoke rotation.
Good time to go as well, because they've both got the level 3. So they've got a lot of potential between the two of them. Puppey can, of course, tether back to safety. And yeah, this is going to make it a lot harder for TNC to get away with this play. 1437 still under the cover of it.
Block the camp, get vision of when the Shadow Fiend does farm it as well.
Maybe they can still get back in. Yapzor's there though in reaction. Secret are prepared for this sort of play. See if they can hold back. At the moment, mid one's very deep, high up on the other side. Yapzor blocking the route that TNC want to take, and they'll have to make it around this Kunkka if they want to go for anything. And try and go for a bit of harassment onto him. Bring him down to half health. Yapzor though, still feeling confident. X marks 1437 back in place. Mid one, maybe seeing if he could get in to try and do something in return. Has got the buff up from Puppey as Puppey tethers across. At the end of the day, we'll just force TNC back, and TNC don't find anything successful with the rotation as Secret are prepared.
They're still not really helping MP at all, and it's not like he's falling behind. He's starting to get his farm up, but the thing is that level discrepancy that we were talking about is that Timbersaw is going to hit level 6 before Ursa hits level 6 by a good margin. She's actually going to hit 6 before level 5, so he's going to be able to go for even like a kill onto the Ursa if that's the case. Mid lane.
They do get away with the kill.
Yeah, they get
it
the X-Torrent and he's able to get the double raise at least.
37 still hanging around in the neighborhood on the high ground. A lot you can do without Pugna alive. Assassin trying to soak up some levels from the middle lane without putting his own life in danger. Timber has the arcane boots. He's going to be able to rule that lane just a little bit easier now.
He can definitely start bullying MP. I mean, with the level 2 Timber Chain, he's getting closer and closer to 6. Definitely starting to feel a bit fearful for MP up here. He does have the salve at least. But yeah, Samh about to hit 6. We might even see a rotation from TNC around level 6 to kill the Ursa.
Secret backing up, shining up, Tims. Close proximity to this top lane. Has arcane boots as well, so himself a lot of potential rotating around and spamming out the stuns to see what he can get stuck into. 6.5 minutes in, it's 3-1 for TNC. Overall farm slightly favouring Secret, still very close of course. Less than a 1,000 would lead.
It's nice how much they have their Shaker farming for Secret. That's the really big gain that they have like out of everything. It's like, okay, Ursa might be a little bit shut down on his farm because of the rotations and because of his 2 deaths and being left alone, but Kezu, who would be a sacked Earth Shaker, is absolutely free farming.
MP could be in trouble. 1437 trying to close the gap there. Can't quite get the range for the telekinesis though.
They really wanted to make the play with, with the Chakram with the 6.
they had got that grab, it almost certainly would have been a kill. Mid lane, Secret still being allowed to keep the pressure on Cuckoo. He's going to get caught out by the Torrent, closing in.
Oh, the raise off the mark though.
One and off, and now Cuckoo turns around with the grab and able to pop down Puppey.
Oh no, what happened? I think he got like turned. He turned and he slightly missed the race by a bit, but yeah, Cuckoo ends up surviving. Yeah, he pays on his life. Big mistake there coming out from Secret. And now the shrine is up.
He's still in this lead. In terms of kills, their rotations just being that slightly better.
Tim's trying to make a setup here on bottom. Kezu's fairly tanky with 900 HP though, but they're trying to make the aggressive play anyway.
Yeah, and we're seeing this early point in route certainly allowed to set up some of this harassment. Kezu does have Echo Slam, and I think TNC realized they start to split up. Now with the X marks onto Tims, looks like the turnaround could be there. Gets dragged back into the Torrent. Kezu moving into position, waits out the Spike Carapace very nicely to then follow through with the Fissure. Tims, he's still playing around with it. You know, it's an Ignis Assassin, he's fairly tanky. Nice turnaround, gets the two-man stun. And Tims, he's certainly making them work for it. There'll be another Torrent and an X marks up from Yapzor, so he should have a chance of grabbing this one. And there, once again, is the setup. They should get the kill with the Enchant Totem Snap. They do bring him down eventually.
Not the kill that they wanted on. Puppey might actually get picked up by 1437. Here he is.
Easiest kill of his life.
Wow. And the thing is that they wanted to be able to get the Naga there with that type of rotation and with the bait that Kezu was setting up, but unable to do so because of them dancing around. And during that, the two members from TNC, the Pugna and the Rubik, actually come in and steal the mid one stack while he's trying to do it.
Oh, that's
so
tasty.
that's a little bit painful.
But now, bullied a little bit more out the lane. Have the two nulls on Cuckoo and the Arcane Boots. Can keep that blast constantly being spammed down any time forward. Catching up a little bit on that top lane, still at the bottom of sort of the core's value at the moment, but
he got his 6, so he's at least got that enrage,
now.
And he's much safer with the phase boots too.
Rotation again from TNC as they smoke up, looking towards the mid lane.
The mid one's pretty far up right now. He's got a lot of stick charges.
No Puppey in the neighborhood. Only Yapzor there to back him up.
They know something's up. There I go. Rubik's farming mid. We're getting wrapped on.
Looks like TNC no chance of catching them out. Secret just being that little more aware now. TNC will continue to move over. And mid one is at the Ancients. Maybe they can find something there. Top lane Sam H fell very low as MP tried to make a play with the Enrage. Will lead the Timber right back. So he has to be a little careful. Does have to get himself back out of there, and he's going to go past the shrine as such.
Tim's caught. They caught Eye of Tim's there, and I think they actually saw him place the ward too. Puppey started pinging it.
Still rather deep.
Mid lane tower. They're starting to do the pressure with the Pugna with the Nether Blast, with the rotations from Secret.
Yeah, Secret want to try and catch something. And Tim goes for the stun. Isn't going to quite have the range for Puppey, so Puppey will be fine.
They've got the X on Cuckoo.
Yeah, looking to set up onto the Pugna, brings him back. Only drops the one raise down. Now with the telekinesis, TNC dragging the Shadow Fiend back. And well, in fact, with the ultimate from Cuckoo, he may just bring this one down, and he does. The Fissure not coming out quite in time as Kizu tried to cancel the channel to save mid one, but TNC get the kill. They may even get more now as well as Cuckoo moves forward, sets up with a decrepit fight into 1437's football. TNC, at the end of it all, do get the 2 kills out of the mid lane that they were hunting for.
God, I love
faces a stiff win.
The power that you have to be able to turn around like that is, they don't have a lockdown. You have to just really be careful. These life drain is no joke. It's 150 drain per second, plus you have to always remember the decrepify boost. Look at this. Yapzor is just straight dead after one decrepit last drain.
Underestimating the power of the Pugna. Needs to be the problem.
Cuckoo also underestimating the powers of it.
Mid one does get the cleanup. Tims is in the neighborhood though. Sneaking around, has hit level 6, has been dead, and mid one's fairly low. Has to be careful with how he places himself. So Tims could get the rep around behind him. Mid one's aware, he's going back.
They've focused a lot of attention on this mid lane. They've been drawing everything kind of away from Raven, who is 11 minutes, he's got Arcane Boots, and 2,600 gold just comes up free tower. As this is like the offlane kind of Naga Siren as well. Not
Tims, is he going to maybe to play around with Puppey? No, he's just going to TP out.
How are the supports levels doing? Let's take a look. We have 4 on Wisp, 5 on Kunkka, and 6 and 7 on the supports of TNC.
It's slow
and Yapzor just dies to the blast, the combo
That's
again.
the second time he's done it, isn't it? Cuckoo's just taken him down twice in these plays in the middle lane.
Yeah, I mean, 1.3 that was there that to at least get the, I think he actually...
Very close indeed. Pretty much perfect CS, 90 CS at the moment. Mid lane again, Cuckoo and 1437. Can they finish it off? They nearly get it. One more to go. They do. These guys are playing so well with the Pugna. Just, I mean, we were seeing they normally, you talk about the Rubik, not really a hero that offers much damage in these rotations, but you pair him up with the Pugna and that Fate Bolt, it certainly hits home.
Yeah, it's no joke. And especially if he can steal like a Raze, which he does have, the long-range Raze, that's so much burst damage coming out there to cover by. Mid tower, gonna get blasted down with the next Nether Blast.
Got the blink on Kezu though. There we go. As you said, the tower taken down. They will connect the boat. Kezu being brought in by Puppey with the relocate, but the song comes out. Cuckoo decrypts himself, looking for the walk-off, and he's going to make it. Thanks to Raven turning up just in time, making sure that Kezu couldn't go for the further chain stun. They'll save the Pugna. And that's the gold as well done. Raven has the money for the relic.
Yeah.
He can head off, pick it up. Pugna, very close to the Aghanims.
Sam H has Bloodstone as well. They've hit all 3 corner timings at the exact same time pretty much. Well, not the Radiance, but at least they've got the relic.
Yeah, they need about, both the Pugna and the Naga about, 1,000 away from those items. So a couple more minutes and then they'll have those key items when they'll be ready to go. The question is if Secret aren't going to be ready for them. Big plays from Kezu certainly could flag a big yes. If he hits those Blink Echoes, it can certainly make all the difference here. And they're going to try and do something with it now.
Oh, dire scan. I think Tim's word actually. Did they catch it?
They're pretty sure they maybe caught one of the heroes on the side of it, yeah.
They throw the scan, they even drew the line that it looks like Secret's going for that rush, which they are. And there's a Tempest already in the area. Not going to allow Secret to do this. They need to get the pick off. They might be able to.
They might be able to jump onto Sam. Sam's kind of on his own here. Chains backward, throws the Chakram out to MP. He's pretty low. Kezu jumping forward, will find the control. There's the bring back with the X mark. They grab again, but then just in time, the stone comes out from Tim's. Echo, is it enough to bring down Sam H? The Glimmer Cape saves him, and now the turnaround for TNC. They take down the Ursa. Can they get anything more? Cuckoo's going to be held back by the X mark. Secret blinking themselves out of there.
That was so clutch by 1437.
Oh, and Tim's is not done yet either. Comes in with another stun, catches out Yapzor. And TNC find another, and Sam H, straight off the back of that Bloodstone, is up to 14 charges.
And during that, that's time that they spend going for that.
Look at this replay again, Paul. Perfect stun, and as you say, 1437, perfect Glimmer Cape.
It looked like Kezu didn't want to have to expend the Echo Slam to try to go for that kill. They were just a little bit reluctant on it, and they end up surviving with it because of that Glimmer Cape, because Steven comes in with a clutch timing, and they're able to clean up MP and clutch it.
Beautiful team play from TNC, and straight away they're down mid lane. They're looking for more, seeing if they can get something stuck in here. Can they get the jump? There we have Decrepify, but the relocate just in time from Puppey. Will buy time for mid one to come back into this refuel. TNC will back up.
During all that time, though, like I was saying, that was time while Raven's just free farming, so Radiance is finished.
He's got it.
So Secret trying to make that aggressive play on the Timber Saw is definitely going to bite them in the butt quite a bit.
His eyes on Kezu. Kezu. It's highly watched by Tim, so they can go for anything. They are bringing 1437 across, but still rather deep.
Tim's on the hangout with Kezu.
He's going to go for it here. Opening up now that 1437 can close the gap. And I tell you what, the timing there was absolutely perfect. He'll throw back down a Fisher. In fact, 1437 with the stolen Fisher, he's kind of blocked Tim's in. Tim's is like, no, not like this. And Tim's, he will get taken down. 1437 in trouble as well as MP will chase him. They've got the X mark onto Cuckoo. Secret this time, looking for the cleanup. They have the Requiem, but Cuckoo's going to be saved. The song comes out. Raven buying time for Cuckoo to get out of there. And Sam H, he wants to fight, comes into the midst of it all with the Chakram. Bursts down Puppey. MP will be able to blink down and chase down Cuckoo to finish off the kill at the end of the day, despite Raven's best efforts to save. So Secret will get the favorable trade there. They do take down 3, securing that Pugna at the end, down to the fact that MP does have that blink on the Ursa.
Yep. MP getting himself into a good stride. Mid one as well. Getting closer and closer to that BKB, which will make it much easier for him to fight versus that heavy magic damage.
Oh, MP though, he's come for this rune, and Tim's was there ready and waiting, ready to punish. MP is going to try and run himself
out. Got Rage as well.
Won't quite get the rune. Yes, they do. They still get it, but there we have it indeed. Pops it off with the ultimate. Now with the Shrine there, this is hard for TNC to fight around. Tim's, he's sticking around, maybe a little too long. Turns around with the stun to hold back MP, but the Urna Shadows ticking him down. He'll have Spike Carapace back up in a few seconds, but it's not going to be soon enough as MP jumps forward, claims the next Assassin's life as well.
Oh, you see what MP's going for?
He's going for a Midas.
He's got it actually finished. Okay, so he doesn't fall behind since he's playing versus a Naga lineup. He wants to always be relevant in the game. I don't even mind this at all when he's playing around with the Shadow Fiend. It's a bit late, of course, it's 18 minutes, but, I mean, he wants to be able to stay an actual driving force if he's going to be the one that's running around ganking. You know, it's a Shadow Fiend lineup. The Shadow Fiend is your true core.
Mid 1. Mulling down, there's 2-1 in the mid, 14:37, trying to set up the Glimmer Cape.
Gets X
to get the steal on the X.
He steals his own though.
He's going to self-X himself. Oh,
he don't get
quite get the timing right. Will get caught out by the torrent. But look at this. Cuckoo giving him his life force, saving him there with the life drain, making sure the Secret couldn't move in for the further kill. 14:37 will be safe.
You see what he's trying to do though, right? If you like, if the X mechanic, yeah, you can X and you can break the X as it happens. So,
this as well. TNC cool. Ready to go, smoking up. Ready to try and make the players 5.
Yeah.
How's the song looking? Have we got it nearly back up? It's back up. So if it goes to pot, they can get out of there.
They might actually be able to get MP too. No, MP knows something's up. They see that the wave, well, TNC wants to get this tower because the wave's already here.
Yeah,
but
they still catch it. Look at that timber chain. Samh just beautifully closing the gap. MP is going to take a stun to the back as TNC lines it up perfectly. Fantastic Nyx Assassin play, and they're going to get more. The Stolen Fisher out onto Kezu, sets up for a second for TNC.
Nice smoke, very aggressive play. Like they wanted to go bottom to be able to push the tower because the lane's pushing in like naturally toward it. So they're like, oh, we can get a tower of it, but getting 2 kills too. Very nice penetration play. Top lane, Samh looking to punish Puppey.
Looking for Puppey. Puppey is going to be left away. No,
or is
no, Samh wants it. He's hunting for it. Puppey trying to duke it out.
Oh, the damage.
He's not got enough stick charges to get out of that one. Samh, he's up to 18 Bloodstone charges. Things getting better and better for him mid 1. Being eyed up by Tims. Does now have the BKB on the Shadow Fiend. Along with that Dragon Lance. So certainly feeling a little safer.
BKBs are going to be very important for him to actually take the fights, but once those BKBs start ticking low, it gets a lot too. And they have great ways to force BKBs, be it a Decrepit Fire and Nyx Assassin stun.
Mid lane, TNC still standing strong, ready to push down a tier 2. Cuckoo, of course, Ags only on its way out right now on the courier.
Yeah. Going for Yules for himself afterwards too, so he can not have to worry so much about that X catch. Give himself a real safe mechanic too, other than Decrep.
Secret can get grabbed, the access back. Get any sort of X marks is so hard with Raven in the neighborhood. Any attempt from Secret will be halted with the song. The Axe out. Fisher stolen. Fisher to set this up, and indeed with the life drain and the Fate Bot, he's just gone. Not even a chance to pop the BKB and save himself there.
He wasn't even decrepit during any of that. That was all just straight magic damage.
And they make it more. Puppey tried to relocate mid 1 out to the high ground. He's coming back. They will time it nicely. Indeed, Yapso using the X to save Puppey. But the tier 2 in the middle lane's gone. TNC with a wave pushed up top can look to take another. They're starting to run away with this game. 22 minutes in, 12k gold lead. And it's not if they're on some sort of timer as well. They have a Naga Siren with a Radiance.
And a Timber who's absolutely massive. Yeah, exactly.
Tims set up upon, has the Spike Carapace, but Vempi closing in. Can they get him the Stolen Fisher? But it's not going to work. Kezu jumps in with the Echo. May get punished for this though. He gets brought back into the Decrepify life drain. Kezu's down. TNC are looking for more Raven. He's caught 2 of them. Samh lays down the Chakram. Fisher comes out, but it's not going to be enough. That's going to be a second down. The boat flies through, but Samh protected himself for the time being. As TNC are just taking full control of the game right now, and Secret cannot slow them down. What is the plan from Secret? How do they deal with a side that is this far ahead at this stage and with the heroes they have?
They're just getting, they're losing. I mean, they've lost all their buildings. They're just getting ran at now at this point. I mean, I did like the Midas if they were able to take fights with it and everything, but it's looking to be pretty painful because they're not able to play around the Shadow Fiend's BKB. So if MP is just getting further and further behind, even though he went for it, they're just not allowing him to actually catch up. TNC is just playing too fast paced. They're not really letting Secret get what they need in these type of engagements. Or really letting them do pretty much anything. They don't have good kill options because whenever they do, it's like a sleep comes through or whatever.
I mean, it feels strange to say that as well, doesn't it? Saying that TNC are playing fast-paced when they have a Naga lineup. Yeah. It just goes to show how well they're doing in a situation where, I mean, Raven's obviously turned up and we've seen some great saves for him, but the reality is of it that the 4 heroes without the Naga can still just do so much, and the fact that you've got Raven that's absolutely on par to farm at any sort of rate that you'd hope a Naga Siren to be doing it. It's just a super bonus for TNC.
I mean, yeah, they've got 100% map control. Yeah. Like, Secret's map is pretty much just right outside of their base, and TNC has 90% of the map to farm. Raven literally just continuing to farm like every camp in the jungle. I mean, their towers are actually like untouched too. Top tower 1400, mid tower is 90 HP. That's the one tower. It isn't deny range, but everything else untouched.
What else is doing item-wise after that BKB? He's actually looking to just go for straight damage. He's got the Crystallis, in fact, queued up.
He was the, I want to say that mid one was the like kind of innovator when Shadow Fiend was getting popular around Kiev Major. He would do the like Dragon Lance into Butterfly BKB, just straight damage.
He's still going to need quite some time though to really get that damage to a point where, you know, these heroes like this, like the Pugna, I mean, like all three of the cores really are going to feel much threat from it. Up top, Tim's, he can get a catch onto Eve with the supports. We'll find the stun onto Yapzor. And with 1437 sliding in, he's going to look to try and close it, but there's the save. Puppey will take Yapzor back to safety. I mean, we saw obviously in game one, Secret dealing with the fact that TNC had a lead, and they just played it, they played it, they slowed it down, they were able to take it late and just punish the sort of late game desperation plays of TNC. The question is if they can they do that when the lead that TNC has is just so much greater. I mean, sure, TNC were slightly ahead in game one, but I think it was only like an 8k gold lead. This time it's a 16k gold lead. It's such a bigger deficit that Secret are at this time around.
And this game they also have the super late game with the Naga Siren, and they actually have a tower sieger. The last game they suffered because they couldn't break that melee racks. This time they do have the Pugna who can actually just force with those heavy frontliners, be it the Naga, be it the Timbersaw. 20 charge Bloodstone on Timber with the plate mail Yules. Very hard to bring down for Secret.
Smart.
Got the Yules.
Try and set up what's Cook, but DJ just plays around it. Can't be brought back into the combo. Very hard to catch a target with that Yule Scepter now.
And during all this, they're keeping Secret in their base, while Raven free farms and also pressures bottom.
Yeah, Raven's nearly got the odds. Just needs to finish up the second half of that Mystic Star. And then the pressure's just going to be even heavier with those illusions.
Send one illusion bottom, send one or two mid, maybe send one to the jungle, just keep that farm. But the Echo Slam.
Oh, he just jump in. Kezu looking to set up. They have the Torrent to follow through as well. The song comes through, but they have lost the Pugna. TNC looking to escape, but Yapzor, he's outside of the song and still manages to get Tims with the X mark, drags him back in Secret, thanks to the jump in from Kezu. We'll get both those kills. They'll knock TNC back, they'll get them away from the base, free up a bit of the map. Secret, for the first time in a few minutes, are finally able to come back out themselves.
Yeah, they really needed that to get TNC like out of their base. Like, look at the wording from TNC. They are literally just trying to trap Secret there. So, very good opportunity seized by Mr. Kezu.
There you go. P. Puppey. Will they be interrupted? That's the question. There's still a Timber in the game. Samage can certainly try and get involved. He may just do that. TP's coming across to the pit. Roshan falling very, very low though, and Secret will secure it. They'll get Roche, they'll get the Aegis. Stolen Torrent comes out though, connects onto both MP and Mid-1, forces Mid-1 to put the BKB. MP with the Enrage and Runaway as he looks to get out of this. Mid-1 revs up the ultimate. Good connection onto Cuckoo, turns with the damage of the Crystallis, bringing him down low. Kezu trying to close the gap. There's the bring back into the Torrent. Gets the magical damage through the Decrepify as they bring down the Pugna. Raven now looking for Kezu. Stolen Torrent once again from 1437, holding the Shaker in place. They'll get themselves another. Mid-1's going to go for the TP out. He's not going to make it though. Stun flies through from Tims. Zip forward from Sam H as Puppey is also in a whole world of trouble. Gets cut down. Double kill for Sam H. So Secret, they may have got the Aegis, they may have got the Roche, but TNC getting 3 big kills and straight away are ready to pressure the high ground.
Yeah, Cuckoo died at least, but yeah, the damage is too much from this Timbersaw. He has no fear whatsoever, as he shouldn't. He can just walk in. He's got Shivas finished up whenever the courier can deliver it to. He is a force to be reckoned with.
The question is, do we see any buybacks? Everyone's holding on to it. He's down for 30 seconds. They've got a fortification. Secret TNC, there's the Dragon, 1437 slides in again with the stolen torrent to follow up the telekinesis. MP's gone, Aegis out of his hands. They're taken down once, now with the respawns. It looks like TNC are happy just backing up. They have that tier 3. They can open up the shrines. 1437 picks up a blink dagger. TNC, as we're seeing, still, despite losing that Roshan and Aegis, still very much showing their dominance with this 16k gold lead.
Yeah, they just walk up the high ground there. You can see up to mid one. Of course, yeah, Cuckoo does die, but I mean, Raven is already starting to get to the point where he's 2 farms. The Octarine will be finished up. You see this fight was only soul booster, but they're so damn strong. That stolen torrent as well was super clutch there by 1437. He got 2 big torrent plays to help us keep people up.
He really is having a great game, 1437.
He really is, 7-9. He's been owning. Not only just his warding, like he invaded very early and got early deep wards, but he's the one like guiding the team, like making the plays. You can see like he's the one drawing the lines, he's the one making the call to make those aggressive plays, and he's gotten himself a couple solo kills too. It's been a very impressive play by 1437 this time around.
Down bottom, actually setting up a little bit onto mid one there with the spike Carapace catch out. Brings him down to half health. Kezu looking to punish, jumps forward with the Fisher. There's the Yules holding the back. Kezu goes in, pops down the Echo Slam, bringing Tims down low, but there's the save from Cuckoo with the life drain, keeping the Nyx Assassin alive. They'll be able to back out, and that is Echo Slam used and down.
No,
it's a little success.
Secret's like a big way of actually doing stuff. They used BKB as well on the Shadow Fiend, and he's not even full souls on SF.
Bottom racks looking in trouble. Secret, can they hold without these components that they require for this team fight? SamH being forced back. Yapzor teasing around with the potential of getting the catch with an X mark.
God, they can barely even bring down this Timbersaw at all. It's super hard.
1437 coming in with the catch onto Yapzor. Zip forward from SamH as he pops the Shiva's guard. They've taken down Yapzor on the Kunkka. Can they get more? Mid one trying to turn with the razors, but the root's out. Chakram's there. There's the sleep from Raven. Buying some time for TNC to reset, wait around the Enrage, waiting out that ultimate from MP. MP does have the BKB though, pops it, ready to continue, looking for Tims, but Tim out to the sidelines. They don't have vision by the looks of it. Tims is going to be able to walk this one off. Raven moves forward with the root onto Puppey. Finally they kill off the Nyx Assassin with the raise, but the space is being created for TNC to continue sieging this bottom lane of Rax as SamH just goes forward with the Timber Chain, keeping Secret force back towards their fountain, and TNC should indeed get this melee race. They're so close, they're not actually going to stick around for it by the looks of it. Secret will actually get them away before they finish it, or maybe it's the double bait back. TNC looking to head back in. Chakram off target, but the pullback does catch upon all 4 of Secret. BKB's come out from mid-bot, revs at the Requiem, but SamH is already down to the bottom tree line. Timber chains across, looking to control MP. MP pops the Enrage. SamH trying to waste his time as he uses himself up, but he gets bursted down. That's going to be the Timber hitting the decks, but finally they do get the racks. How heavy can Secret make TNC pay for it though? Raven with that Octarine reduced cooldown, songs back up. Cuckoo's able to TP out of there, and Raven now looking for the retreat. Jump forward attempt from MP, but Raven's already too far away. So a little scrappy, but the TNC do get the job done at the end of the day. They get those racks.
Yeah, they gave up a little bit of gold, but yeah, it's the racks is the big deal. And I mean, SamH loses some Bloodstone charges, but he respawned pretty much instantly and continued to push the lanes out. And yeah, the advantage still continues to be TNC, 18,000 gold lead.
So, I mean, as we've been saying, SamH is just absolutely nailing it this game.
Yeah.
6-1-6. Raven as well. I mean, as you mentioned in the other game, this seems to be a team that if you have the player cards, you're going to get big points on these boys. They don't feed. They get good KDA.
Look, Raven last game
always like involved in so many team fights. Yeah. So much fighting from this team TNC.
They're playing a lot more coordinated than Secret, though, that is for sure. Yapzor's having a very rough game, which seems to be a pretty telltale sign when Secret actually does struggle quite a bit with these type of lineups, too. And it's like required that he has a good impact in the game, and he's just unable to because of the unfortunate deaths he had versus the Pugna in the mid lane a couple times. Just set him back a lot. Timbersaw now has a full Solar Crest.
So yeah,
so more armor and ways to deal with the Ursa and the Shadow Fiend's physical damage.
Nearly level 25 as well on SamH.
Yeah, gonna be the first one by a lot.
By a mile, yeah.
Yeah, because he did the 20% XP too.
It's the Manta done for Raven.
Wow, I thought somebody else was like almost level 20 or like level 20 or 21, but no, yeah. The next highest is mid one.
Oh, Kezu does jump in with the Echo. Oh my goodness! Tim's with the stun there, holding the back for the time being. Kuku's going to get the chance to sell fuels. I mean, they will still lose Kuku. They're going to lose Tims as well as MP jumps forward. But it was a neat little play from Tims, actually getting the stun onto relocating. Doesn't really add up to much as Secret still get the job done.
Secret still showing life, showing that they can still make the aggressive plays when people are split up. They seized that opportunity as soon as they saw Naga mid and they saw 2 heroes set up top. You know that the resources were split up.
See the replay again.
Oh, they actually just get the wrap on. They didn't see anybody. I thought they'd actually seen like maybe one person, but no, they just go straight in. But they do have the number advantage, 4 heroes in comparison to 3. But they get the initial jump on Kuku, which is what matters. Samage was there in time.
Yeah, 1437 was a little unfortunate with the spell steal as well. Only got the enchant totem. Say you got a Fisher there, or maybe even the, if you got the Echo, could have walked in and maybe had the potential to turn that. Got pretty much the least useful one from Kezu's armory.
I mean, Fisher's probably the much more. Like, Echo is just the damage. If you got Aftershock, that'd be sick. But
I guess enchant totem's alright if you have the axe. Actually, no, people. You don't really want to be jumping in as a relay.
Doesn't even stun, you just jump in and die.
Well, I mean, we saw Secret do it game 1, as I say. But this time it is pretty much double the lead that TNC had in game 1, where they still lost.
They are itemizing well, though. We see the double defusals coming out for mid 1 and MP, so they're able to remove that Pugnet Decrep. It's not only just for the Pugnet Decrep, I mean, that's the clear one, but it's very good versus the Timber Saw to remove that Yule Scepter too. And
yeah. Yeah, MKB, and mid 1 is certainly going to be punching. A lot of damage on this Shanty. Of course, MKB absolutely required, as we mentioned, with Samage having that Polar Crest.
Yeah. And Naga eventually probably Butterfly, right? Eventually, I mean, we've seen a little bit of variety in builds. Well, we haven't really seen too many Nagas, but we have seen. I actually haven't seen Naga win a game for a long time.
I've just not seen Naga at all.
Yeah.
It was picked in another game, wasn't it? I believe, didn't Cloud9 play it?
I think, yeah, Cloud9 played it, and that was the
they lost with it, didn't they?
I want to say.
Pretty sure. At what point booster we're going to be looking for the Ags next on Samage?
Would be the likely. I don't think he'll buy an Scotty.
Glad to see it, but certainly going to be eventually working his way through.
Yeah. When you have this many Bloodstone charge and you're so farmed, like the double shotgun, you have the mana to stay for it.
Tims is going to get caught out by this, but it's a bit of an awkward position for Secret to get to. Get their way around the cliff. It'll be fine. Super slow sieging going in for Ravens. It's just sending in illusions to hit those towers, but of course with the various nerfs that we've had over time, it's very slow indeed. TNC actually going to smoke up. They get wall control off that high ground. They know that they're going to be able to do this pretty undiscovered. They want to try and enter the base from the bottom, where they're taking this tier 3. And this, it could be quite effective. They can get the catch before this BKB's come out mid 1. Would be the perfect target. Heading forward in there. He's going to get caught out straight up with the telekinesis. Can Puppy save him? He can't.
Get him right away.
Gone. Perfect catch for them to bind their TNC. He's down for 70. He does have buyback. TNC could do a good job at trying to force this out of him. They'll head straight towards the mid lane. They'll look to try and take a second set. They'll finish off that range racks first by looks of it down bottom. They clean out the bottom lane. Samage is already there in the middle. Will mid 1 be forced to buy back? He's down still for 50 seconds. Secret, how much can they do is just the 4. They do have Echo Snap. Kezu under the cover of the Shadow Blade, waiting for the opportune moment to jump in. But look at Samage, he's just moving forward, forcing Secret back away from this Rax. As Kuku lays down the ward, slowly gets in there with the blast. Bit by bit, they'll start to take it down. 1437 with the telekinesis onto MP. The life drain going to work. Bringing MP down to less than half of his life. Brute Tail onto Yapzor. He's in trouble. They'll move over the Riptide. Kezu, oh, he whiffs the Echo. It catches no one. Kezu's down for a minute. Kuku will be jumped upon, but he uses himself up. Buys time. Raven's there trying to save him. The self-decrepify. Kuku's going to live. MP can't quite finish Kuku off. Gets decrepified, gets Glimmer Cape. He gets saved, and now there's the turn. Telekinesis into the life drain, bringing him down low. Stolen Fisher comes out, they'll bring down MP. Now they turn towards Puppy, getting rooted up, brought down, triple kill for Samage. There'll be the buyback on MP. Mid 1 is back, but the rest, the 3 members of Secret do not have buyback. They're in a lot of trouble here. TNC looking like they can close this game 2 out. Mid1 in trouble as he gets the BKB out in time, and MP has brought down 1. Finds Cuckoo. Tim's getting dropped low as well, but he gets him 14-37 with these Glimmer Caves, keeping his team alive. MP goes back in, does get the clap, will find the kill onto the Nyx Assassin.
Damage is done.
But they've lost the Shadow Fiend, and indeed the base is looking to be in absolute shambles.
Mid1 not even buying back. Yeah, he has it up, but okay,
Now
he does go for it now, but
all right.
yeah.
Can they actually get this kill? I mean, look how tanky Sam H is. He's got so much armor. They're trying to force him away, jump forward. The MP has to run. He's got to be so careful. This Timber just does so much more to the Earth than he does to him. They will drag him back. He's going to kill himself. He says, you can have my life. We've got mega creeps. I'm not giving you any gold. I'm not giving you any XP for any sort of chance of catching back into this. As Secret are back up, they will hold in on this game. But the mega creeps are out for TNC, and at a 31,000 gold lead, can Secret really turn this game around? We saw them do it with a very minor advantage going TNC's way in game 1, but this time round, it's looking pretty much impossible. This should be TNC walking this one home.
Definitely. And we do even see, look at this. Naga Siren building Dagon 3.
Building a Dagon on Naga.
Hey, this time it's a little different. He's with the Pugnus, so he's got the Decrepify bonus damage with the Octarine. It's super low cooldown, and as we've seen, Mid1 is barely even able to get his BKB off if he gets chain stunned. So it does, you know, the game's kind of over. They have mega creeps, but it's pretty good this time around with the Nether Block.
It's a bit of a it's good. Puppy, he's got relocate. Off he goes. Portals it out of there.
Skunker there for him. Yeah. Yaps was there to X him up.
Lincoln's on 14-37. Putting those luxury. Still sensible items.
Oh, they got the Yules on him.
Oh, they caught him. Oh, Puppy. Caught out, indeed, that Yules to counter the X-Mark play. Smart moves from TNC.
No.
No buyback on Puppy. Down from 45. TNC, they're chilling though. I think they're probably enjoying it. They're like, we're 31k ahead. You guys have lost the game. We're just going to go and suck off Roche. Just chill out.
Just bug the things.
Yeah, with the lads. And, yeah, no ways you could get over to this one. But Raven's probably saying, lads, let me...
He's close.
Again. Can they do some sort of miraculous comeback? It really feels like the world is against them now in this game.
It's just way too hard.
Yeah.
It actually is just way too difficult. This Timber Saw is pretty much unkillable. They have to isolate him with 4 heroes to bring him down.
Here we go. Ready to come in. TNC already in the base. They smoke up. There's the jump forward. Have the telekinesis, but he does get forced back. MP will be safe. But now, at least, Yezu trying to move forward, but the rockets is going to cause issues for him, trying to make that sort of blink initiation. Now he's ready to look for an opening. Comes forward, there's the jump, gets the echo, but again, it only clips onto the Timber. BKB and the Requiem comes out from Mid1. 14-37 slides down to the low ground. Puppy moving forward on the front lines, but they've already lost Yapsaw. MP trying to work into Cuckoo. Cuckoo keeping himself up with the life train. Oh, he's going to survive! Cuckoo doesn't quite go down. Mid1 gets taken out close towards the base. Raven sings the song of celebration as GG is called. TNC take game 2 and Secret tap out. What a performance from TNC as they absolutely blew Secret away with this one. This was incredible performance from TNC.
Yeah, I think it was a very good performance from TNC. I think Secret made a lot of mistakes in this game, honestly. They played a lot around the Shadow Fiend, but they weren't really able to secure him because they were just making like moves all over the place and a couple mistakes. They pick Ursa into Timbersaw, so you're like, okay, Timbersaw is gonna, if they can get that matchup, Timber can really shut down. Sandwich went completely out of control because they dodged the matchup over and over again to where MP was so far behind.
Silence in the room at Secret.
They're definitely feeling pretty upset.
You said they weren't happy with day one.
Yesterday.
They're not going to be too happy with the start. I mean, they got one win, but losses like this, and even the game 1 win, it was very close.
Yeah.
They are going to need to step it up a little bit as the show goes on. TNC continue to impress after what was a commanding day 1 from themselves.
Yeah, how did Raven end? Raven ended 8-0 this game.
I mean, this game, there was not a lot of deaths on the side. TNC.